We need the
Yeah, what if you need to ask me within 3 minutes?
Luck, ladies. That's special. I'm going to give extra lights. Rothall. No offense.
If Dave starts calling the right shots, I'll start calling the wrong shots, then we know we can change. You guys are live. Ready to go? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, live for a moment.
Oh, it was on. Yeah, it's broken. Now, Kenny, can you fix that? But ladies and gentlemen, sorry, we are live. We are about to start the final. Dave Rothall, Justin Sage, they've waited patiently, and Dave Rothall about to break. He's won the lag/toss. I'm not sure which one they did. Joining me in commentary is Dave Ewing, who was the unfortunate victim of a very, very sick shot at 9-all from Dave Rothall.
Alright guys, yeah, it was definitely one of the greatest shots I've ever seen, especially at Hill. But at the end of the day, if your opponent pulls off something like that, then they certainly deserve it.
And mate, that's honestly, I think a lesser bloke would have taken it worse.
Yeah, I mean, I was certainly battling the conditions out there. They were playing was ultra slow, and definitely a lot of mental challenges, but just not quite good enough towards the end, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, good opening table for Rothall. And it's funny, we speak about table conditions, and this yellow left-sided table is the tricky ball.
Yeah. It looks like it would be his finishing ball.
Ooh. No, he's decided to go for extraction first. And he's landed actually very awkward.
Is he on that ball up the top still?
I think he's still on it, but
it's hard to tell if he can
get him. He may play the rail ball.
I don't mind it at all.
I mean, I think this red left side push, I think it's dead at the doorknob. So give this a little bit and come past the black where you're in line with the two reds. And you don't really leave anything, it's a shot for nothing, but as I say, they both are shots. So I'd
take the double on.
I'd play this double.
It looks narrow.
Sorry guys, my microphone was in an incorrect position, and I'm now back at full flow voice, and you will have to put up with me for days. And I have had a few socials, so bear with me if I do accidentally drop a couple of incorrect words. But I've been pretty disciplined thus far. That was a bit loose from Justin. Tried to, I guess, just zero all creativity attempt.
Well, he's actually left him in a bit of a sticky spot. He's forcing him really to take that ball over the hole, which is not really controlling anything at the moment, so it's not really essential that he keeps that ball there now anyway.
Well, I guess it's a question-asking shot, but at the end of the day, he doesn't have to play it. Can come side push and backdoor the yellow, but he said, you know what, I'm in the final, I'm a genius, I'm a great player, I'm going to commit.
His actual problem ball is the ball in the right middle, just because it's really ugly to get tight on it.
It doesn't link.
You're right. ideally he would actually like to be stunning up table and playing that next and using the yellow that's around near the black spot and use that in the bottom left corner with the half wall line to stun up to the other yellow.
Well, how about this, Dave? Play this, get on the centre pretty straight, right, and run through to get yourself straight on the ball and the cushion, right? This is good. This is fine. He's a little unbelievable, but get yourself straight on the yellow and screw back.
Yeah.
Then play the yellow off 2 rails, maybe 3 actually. Sorry, in behind the black in the top right-hand corner.
He does have an option where he could just roll that in the middle and then take like a half ball cut in the black in the top left as well.
What?
If he just pots the ball, if say he was slightly high on the yellow, he could pot the ball in the middle, just drift down 2 inches and he'll still have a shot at the black in the top left. Like here.
Oh, yes. I don't think he's played that how he wanted to. I think he wanted to be straighter than he is on this yellow.
Yeah, this is difficult.
Oh my god, the table's moving, or is that me?
I'll tell you now, on these tables, when they have been playing really slow all weekend, to play this, he's going to have to play like a punch stun off the side cushion. Playing these kind of shots on these tables, it's very difficult.
Tough shot. You can't screw off this because the white will throw to the left or screw direct. Actually, you know, when you screw direct in the red, it's still okay. You'll be on the yellow. No, he's tried to play the...
he's tried to
play the... That's actually not... That's not silly either, but it was a tough shot. But have a look at... He's left a tough open... Well, he's got the ball in the middle, but as it stands, the tricky red on the left side. Still work to do here for Justin.
You can use the ball on the bottom left and use that as a potential extraction, but it's still tough. He really wants to actually clear that yellow that's over the middle, just so he has more options.
You know what I was looking at, Dave? I was just looking at playing the red on the left side cushion now, stunning it.
Can't get a snooker.
Yeah, just play it around the angles and get a snooker, yeah. Smart shot. There you go, he's played around the angles.
And left on the other rail.
Well, he's probably... I think the tables let him down a touch there.
Yeah.
They honestly are tough.
Yeah.
I think tough's a good diplomatic way to put them.
Yeah, it's been... you're battling all the conditions out there. It's been quite chilly in here, you could say.
Yeah,
I was shivering in my match. I'd actually go to the toilet, not to actually do anything, but just put my hands on the dryer to get some warmth.
Well, I'm not even feeling the cold right now, Dave, but mind you, I've had about 28 shots, so...
Lazy day.
It's been a underdone day. What's he doing here? He's going to swerve right through the gap.
Yeah, side cushion.
Oh, he won't be super unhappy with that.
It has left him a nice natural line though, I think, to pop this in the middle and then hold for the 2 reds in the left middle as well.
Do you think? I think Cannon's the yellow here, does he, Dave? Like he plays this in the middle, and Cannon's the yellow.
It does look slightly wider than that to me, but it's hard to tell from this angle.
Okay, tell you what, if it is, well, we were both right. He's missed the pot though. And would he overcut it or undercut that?
He's undercut it.
No, he's overcut it because he hit the far jaw. Did he?
No, he hit the near jaw and it slid off, I think.
Which means he would have slipped past
the yellow.
If he potted it, he would have slipped. Okay, so the camera angle's wrong. Okay, so Kenny, you need to change your camera angle because I'm getting it wrong. if Dave's getting it right and I'm getting it wrong, that's unacceptable. Well, no, look. It's pretty standard, but I'm not happy with that. I need to get a few things right.
So he's got a nice natural line to come off the top position. He needs to give that a bit.
Well, you know what he did? He did give it a bit. I've got to... I can't... It's just wrong to give these tables a harsh dealing with, but they're not playing ideal.
No.
But he's decelerated off that. He's jabbed it.
Yeah, you can see this has been one of the hardest things about that. When you play that and you just hit him with just a touch of pace, they just spit out sideways.
Yeah, but not that. He actually missed that by a long way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why it's gone to the bottom rail like that.
Yep.
There was the nil law. That's why it's honestly why queuing through the ball on these tables is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Justin's going to play a whole bunch of shot to nothings here to get rid of his awkward ball. Like,
I'll tell you now, I don't think he's even remotely thinking about shots to nothing.
that one there's a shot to nothing, right there. That was his only sort of awkward-ish ball, and now it's all. But even this.
This is missable, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's a shot to nothing.
Yeah.
It's a shot to nothing. This is what I'm saying. This is a series of shot to nothings coming up.
Tell you what, Jamie, does he have a double back in the middle there? Or is that yellow just too close to the
I reckon
cushion?
if it's off the rail, he might be able to force it, but I don't think it's on, mate. I really don't. You're at a point where, you know what I like here, honestly? The thin cut double in the bottom right corner. No, seriously.
I was thinking, does he have a one rail escape here? Come off the side. Hard to tell.
Roth
He's played that very well,
Roth
actually.
says, shut up, this is a good safety.
I do like that, though.
But the reply shot's not difficult.
The pie shot's not difficult, but in that situation, you're just hoping you come back to the table in a better situation. That's all you can hope for.
Okay, we had it, James, when he lost the match where he played the snooker, and he said, I probably could have had a dip there. Okay, this is a similar situation where, honestly, the double off two cushions to the bottom right corner is not as difficult as you think. And the funny thing is, when I was a younger kid, I used to practice that shot.
Which shot are you talking about?
So what you do?
He's missed it.
Wow, he's missed. That's rolled a bit. Wow. Okay, so obviously the Roth played the right shot. No, when the ball's hard up on the top rail, you play it on the right hand side fairly thin, and you double it off back left hand side cushion to the bottom right.
Yes.
It's not as hard a shot as you think. You can at least get it to a decent accuracy.
Well, I'm telling you now, this is no gimme on this table. This is
Ross asked for a foul snooker, but not granted. Wow, the light just got heaps good. Just got brighter, didn't it? Yeah, it's heaps
I'll
better.
tell you what, that's not bad.
Oh no, that's not good. That's thin. This is going to fly.
No, it's good because as if it went straight.
Well, I don't think it did. I think he's actually.
Just caught it a little bit fat.
Yeah, this is going to take a scenic route. This looks.
One,
This,
two, three,
honestly,
four
this looks crazy thin on the camera, but maybe it's not as thin as we think.
Do you watch the in-off in the bottom right corner?
Yeah, that was really thin. Look how hard he's had to hit that.
Oh, wow.
And I'll tell you, why was that? He's popped the red, has he?
Yeah.
Didn't see that. Oh, and by the way, for all you 2020 wankers out there that just think it's amazing and it's the greatest thing of all time and it needs to be happening every single time anyone ever in the world comes to the table, we're using a 2020 clock in this final. Congratulations. Oh, yes, I see the red going. So Justin will take this opening frame after a nice plant. Just doesn't want to be in the pocket here. Just wants to be coming out a little bit more central to the table. Well, now I think you'll screw up the red. Do you think you'll screw up the right side cushion?
Yeah.
No, apparently not. Well, I'm actually shocked at that. You nil all. Just get the arm flowing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get through it.
Especially these shots.
Oh, look at Kenny. Look at this. What a pro. What a pro. He switches to side view. Switches to side view. Dan Lynch, you watching this, mate? You could be getting taken over here, Dan.
Dan, you got some competition going on. Kenny's on the ball.
Mate.
He's experimenting. He's trialing new stuff.
Last time Dan tried a side camera angle was jumping around all over the place. He had camera issues. Come on, Dan. What's going on, mate? Do I have to move to ACT?
Jeez, man.
Guys, seriously, there is 66 viewing. I think that's a disgrace, given the quality of this final. Can you, every one of you 66 players, share this link to your Facebook wall? All 66, actually that probably includes me. I better do that right now.
And he's come up dry here.
78 of you think. All 78 of you share this to your wall.
So guys, when you're looking at mapping out in these kind of situations, you really have to factor in, say, if the ball's near rails, that you'd have to really class them as dead balls. You have to look at extracting them. I mean, just getting on them down the rails, unless you have like a guaranteed shot next after it, it is quite low percentage to be taking them on.
It's a nice little opener there from Rothall. He's cleared the red away from the yellow.
Still is foreign a bit of like an in-between angle here.
And not only that, this is a tough out. You've got this ball on the left-hand side is relatively inaccessible because of the red. Like you've got to land neat on it. The one up the rail, you know, every ball on the rail on these tables is hard.
Yeah.
Well, it's not ideal either.
Is it gone
It's
up
fallen
farther?
short. Actually, he might be alright. I think he's good. He's good for the extraction.
I don't know. It looks slightly wide to me.
I think he's thin enough. I think he's okay.
Ideally, he doesn't want to take the ball in the middle because that should be his linking ball from the railer. So ideally, he really doesn't want to be taking that. So he can just get on the railer, pot it, and then he's guaranteed his next shot. But he might have to. Alright, Jamie. Part 2.
I reckon he's good here.
What do I know?
1 to me. We're 1 all, mate.
One.
Actually, no, yours didn't count because you didn't know how it was really going to go because you didn't get it. So I'm 1-0 up.
Kenny's playing around with some settings.
Kenny, whatever you've just done there, I don't rate it. I feel like I'm watching this in. Yeah, it's better.
1-0 Justin. Well, how's his angle?
No, it's a good shot. It's a good shot.
So how you playing this, Jamie? You just trying to get to the left side cushion?
Yeah, I'm going to punch this. I'm probably going to punch it because I want to get up the table as far as I can, but I want to be on the left side cushion. But I don't want to be. I want to try and get near middle pocket. I don't want to be playing this a long distance away and allow the table factor to have more of an impact.
He can get down if he can get down to the.
Look at this. Look at this. Wow, he's just.
No, this is perfect.
He's just said, let me show you how to play a load.
I was just about to say, if he can get anywhere high and play that ball in the bottom right corner, he can use that red as a great marker to try and get on his other
You play for
yellow.
the inside of the red here, but if you get the cannon, you're actually buzzing.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to play it. The problem is these are quite tough to judge because it's more of a stunning shot, so it is
No,
easy to
I
get
like
the
this with
direction
just
right.
running. I like this just right hand side. No stun, just right hand side. See, you stun that? See
Yeah.
you stun that? If you actually play it with just right hand side, no stun at all, you allow yourself to dictate the angle by the amount of side you put. So it's no stun because the stun's a skill shot.
From a personal standpoint, I prefer not to play them as much as possible, just because he's jacking up over a ball. So unless you're practicing that shot, it's hard to really judge how much throw it's going to
And
have.
it's also dictated by the pace, exactly right. So the harder you hit it, the more it's going to throw.
Long double, not straighten it up way
Tough
too much.
shot that, yeah. Tough shot.
I did nail one of those against Dave. It felt awesome.
So Justin, well, you would have to say complete control now.
Yeah.
He's got a million options available to him. One of them will be a snooker very shortly, I would think. I don't think he'll commit to this out.
He may not.
No, he's not committing to this out, though.
He may just get to a situation where he can get on that railer, and then he can play a snooker and promote that ball.
I agree with you, but he's not gonna. So he's already looking at the snooker. I've seen enough of Justin to know that this is the shot that he can play. Well, he didn't play it well, though. He played it too hard.
I got to admit, I reckon that's the third time I've seen Justin do that and put his ball back on the rail.
You know what? If you're going to play that shot, just play it off two
yeah.
to the middle table and give yourself an extra ball as a snooker ball. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I might have played it even firmer and just play it up the top.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, in the
just
action area.
play it past the blue spot.
2 rails and just rest on it.
Yeah, he's two. Actually, 3 rails is good. Oh, he's gone that way.
Great shot.
Oh, what a sick shot! But he's still in
Touch,
trouble.
touch unfortunate though. Nice full ball contact would have been nice.
Yeah, see, and I don't mind the flick off here to take the white ball to the bottom left-hand pocket and leave the in-off angle on.
Yep.
So don't total here.
Definitely
Leave
don't
a
want to
thin
total.
angle to go in off.
Definitely don't want to total.
And how's Steve Jamison's form? He's on the cue ball. He's on the cue ball screen watching. Doesn't want to turn up here and watch though.
I thought Jamo was going back home. When
Oh,
he
that's a
gone
good
back?
shot too. Or maybe he's home. Give him some leniency. I do give Jamo a hard time because too many people mistake his name for mine. So
Looks like it's going to be 2 rails again. Same shot as he played last time. ideally wants a nice full ball contact and just promote the yellows just enough. So that way the ball can be potable.
Yeah, while that red's that he's covering still covered, he wants to keep in the frame by just touching this yellow. Looks a bit wide.
Oh,
He's hit
it's
it,
just nice.
Here's an interesting. You know what? If you're 6-0 up, you play the red near the yellow. But when you're not 6-0 up and it's the start of a final and you're only 1-0 up, you probably play the bottom ball here and just get yourself another little snooker.
Yeah, especially when the table's playing tough, you definitely want to.
He's going to get rid. I don't blame him for getting rid of that ball first.
Yeah.
Hasn't come through far enough though, but still fine. He'll play.
I like the long double here actually on the outside of the red. Play the long double in the top left pocket and then you get a snooker behind the black.
You play the double, right? Just flick off it and just you come off the right side cushion and rest on the other red.
Right. The only reason why I would do that is just because you want another ball in that area to help you get like as a transition ball for the other one.
That shot's there what I would have played.
Mm-hmm.
I like that shot.
How about a belly and just dribble across and sit
I
behind?
think it's time to smash it.
You don't really have many options, do you?
It's getting time. It's getting to that point where Russ played a couple of really good escapes, and Justin said, "Sorry, but if you're going to win this frame, you need to smash it." And Russ says, "Shut up, playing a foul."
Double kiss like that? No, it's leaving Chinese. I do like that shot.
No, I think it's delaying the inevitable, to be fair.
It is, but I don't really see a better option at that stage.
Play the flick off, put the red over the hole, but not in a way where your opponent can pot it.
Do you not play it up the top, on the top right corner?
Is this on?
No, it's not on, but you just play it in the area. Just give yourself more options, so even if you don't get 2 shots, you can still go game.
No, I don't like it. Well, he's got to play this now accurately. Like, he's got to flick off this and use the red to line up the white. Like, I know it's not that difficult, but see how he's had to put a little bit of right inside on it to make sure he gets the snooker? Now Roth's going, wow, now I'm in trouble. But look, you know what, at the end of the day, he fouled before. Bury the white underneath the red.
I think it's probably the best option.
And restrict the one again, you know what I mean?
That's why I reckon it's important to play the ball up in the top right corner, at least in the area. At least you're just more threatening in that situation, and you give him more to think about, even if he does play a deliberate foul, but you still can go game with just 1 shot.
So Justin may just jack up a touch here and play the red up the rail. Kenny's decided that the side view is required here. Jacking up, he's going to play it up with. Oh no, it's not. Oh, no, like that. No, that shot's buggers. I don't like it. But he's going to double it out now, and he's still in great shape.
Yeah.
This is Justin to a T, in my opinion. He is excellent at controlling frames and shutting down frames when his opponent has erred, not finished the frame and got 1 ball left on the table. And look, let's be fair. Justin's not in his 4th final for no reason. He's quality all round. He makes the outs when he needs to. He commits, gets them more often than not, and then when his opponent doesn't, whereas other players might let their opponent back in the frame when they shouldn't be allowed, Justin is a 100% lockout genius.
Yeah. No, this is very, very difficult to judge from Roth.
Oh, what a shot. That's a great
cracker.
Shot. Oh my
great shot.
And I'll tell you what that is. That's 9-ball knowledge right there.
That's called big gunners.
Seriously. People, I mean, I was a bit of a knocker for at 9-ball for quite a while ago. Oh, these pockets are huge. It's a stupid game, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, every different discipline has its value when you transfer it to another discipline. And I think that was a bit of 9-ball knowledge there from the Roth. He loves his American sports. And see, this is what I was talking about earlier. It's a smart shot. He's forced him to not be able to play the ball. But it's not an in-off. He can still promote. Actually, no, he might be able to get
Is there a
good wide
line?
here. He might be able to get a good wide here, right, Dave. Like, you can play this half ball, come off the side rail, and try and get in line with the red.
Yeah. It is tough though. You will probably leave him
Geez, I don't know about this. What's going on?
It's probably stunned to the bottom cushion, I guess.
No, I don't like it. Don't like it. I understand it. I understand the shot.
But you're still in the same situation next time you come back to the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's no better. You know what?
Better.
You play the shot I just suggested, you don't get it right, you lose the frame. This way you're still like half alive.
Yeah, well, Justin's not willing to pull the trigger yet.
No, he's pulling the trigger.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Who said bang? He said, I've got 9mm, what do you got?
Your mama.
And that's a smart shot too. He just basically gives himself a security blanket, kills the yellow, promotes the red. Absolutely no pressure anymore.
Just no risk.
Yeah, smart play. And this is what I'm saying. The guy's he's a genius when it comes to just locking down frames, doing the right things. And this is why he's a tournament winner.
He has a really intelligent 8-ball mind. Justin. One of the best two-way players definitely in the country.
And I'll tell you now, like I said, I haven't even spoken to this bloke yet, but he will be, after this September 8th card that we've got lined up, which Dave, you're a part of, Justin will be firmly on the radar for the next event. Oh, wow. Wow, he's missed a relatively simple pot. So, well, even though he's missed the pot, that killing of the yellow was, you know, obviously keeps him alive. Let's say he doesn't kill the yellow, leaves it on.
Does he have an option here? Just chip this towards the pocket and try and leave the white.
I think he's going to take it on full blood and have a dip.
I think you just chip this towards the middle pocket and try and leave it on the bottom cushion.
Oh, wow. Wow, I'm shocked at that.
I don't understand that.
Oh, you know what, that's not bad.
That's not bad. But his yellow's not threatening, that's the problem.
I don't know, we can see from the side view there it's cuttable. Do you have a dip this early in the match?
See, Jamie, like, the full-blooded committer, you would have to play with a little bit more pace. I prefer just chipping across.
Yeah, it's just like, you can, this table has moved a bit. This might not go accurate. If he kills it, he's played it smart.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He's played the overcut on it, so I've come with the rail to back in play.
Yeah.
But this cut's still on. And like, from the side view, it actually doesn't look that bad. It's a hard shot.
Yeah, these kind of shots, if you clip that near jaw, they do not drop.
No chance.
So you have to, when you play this, you have to find the heart of the hole. It's gone 2 rails.
This is the shot I spoke about earlier. Remember some 2 rail shot? That's the shot I spoke about earlier. He's played the disturbance there. I like it. I like it.
He has left the awkward too for Justin.
Absolutely.
How do you play this, Jamie? If you're topping it through, you're running a little bit too wide, I think, to come back down
I think
table.
I stun it and I play for the black in the bottom right as a shot to nothing. So I actually want to land not on the side rail, but in between black and side rail, where I've just got the natural play down and where the white ball cuts centre table.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was a bit twitchy as well.
Tell you what, he's had a pretty big result though, where the red's gone.
It could have gone absolutely anywhere. It could have gone to a side rail, could have gone up on the bottom rail. Rothall had full control, but a good safety.
Yeah, I tell you what, Jamie, you can do the same shot again. Play this with a touch of right hand side. Just chip it towards and let towards the bottom right pocket. Just leave your ball in a potable position and try and get the white behind balk.
Do you honestly know what I do here? I play the double. I try and get the white ball half my right and leave the potting angle dead straight.
Yeah.
So you can't get on the black.
Oh,
he's got the double kiss.
I think he's trying to play a snooker there.
That's what I'm saying. You play the shot I said. You get the white ball hard up on the rail. You're a chance to get the snooker, and if you don't get it, you leave the potting angle dead straight, so you can't get back up the table for the easy black.
I like it.
But it's really easy to say these shots from here. They're tough to execute.
It's going to require good cueing.
No, he's played that beautiful.
Yeah.
He's even taunted. Said, you know what? Look at this. I'd have left you on this one. Taunt. The taunt.
Well, that's the one thing with people who have been playing a lot of 9-ball recently. Their timing is always very, very good. They're cueing the ball really, really sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 2 shots before they actually twitched the touch. And that, if you're going to twitch on one, it was that one. And you didn't twitch on it, you played it well.
Yeah, I think Dave's missed the trick there. He's trying to be a little bit too creative. All he needs to do is just get his ball in play. These tables are playing tough. Just get it in play and you put more pressure on the shot. And Justin just had a free shot at these shots, I think, a little bit too often.
Now we've gone from 76 to 122. So now the extra 50 people that disjoined, if you'll share that list link to your wall, let's see if we can get that to 170, 180. And then we'll get those guys to share it to their wall. This is a pyramid scheme, folks.
It's a great break from Dave.
He's just got a touch unfortunate with the yellow and the red touching one another, but there's also the red on the side rail if he's looking at reds, but I like the yellows.
Especially if that yellow is on in the top left. It's hard to tell from this. It looks like it might just be slightly off.
Oh, it's on.
No, it does look on there.
Might even be on from there. Might be on from there.
The problem is what his next shot is.
Yeah.
No, he's taking reds instantly.
Oh, good shot.
Oh, is he gotten unlucky?
Here's the problem with this shot, right? He's got the ball on the side rail, and now Justin's got nothing dead.
Yeah.
That's the problem with playing that cannon so early.
It's actually amazing how sometimes you just get in those situations after the break where it's like you have like problems, but you're opening up your opponent's problems and they just become really, really difficult.
And you know what? 20 seconds. If I'm ever going to give myself credit, because I don't do it very often, that is one thing I recognise really quickly. Do I really want these balls? Because if I open up this shot straight away, I've got a dead ball and he's got nothing.
So what do you do then?
I take the other balls and I leave the problem for them.
Right. Say good luck to you, mate.
Just very quickly, you establish the situation of are you going game? Are you going game, or do you need to establish control?
Yeah.
See how Justin rushed that? Even though that 20 seconds was just cool, it was just a rush shot. 2020 lovers eat a dick.
I tell you what, he's left.
You're creating mistakes.
He's left him.
Well, people are crapping on about there's time limits in this and there's time limits in that, but they're not. Okay, so an example today was the AFL has a time limit on kicking the ball, and it never did before. Hi, what a crap comparison, because we've always had a time limit in 8 ball. It's just that now you want to shorten it. There was nothing wrong with the time limit we had. It's just people sucked up because no one was actually making a time. I'm so sick of saying this. I'm absolutely sick to death of saying it. Like, give these guys that are at the elite level, and most of the people that are carrying on about it don't play at the elite level.
Exactly.
They don't recognise the fact that, oh, I'm going to play in my C-grade league where I get 24 shots a friggin' frame, and it doesn't matter if I miss.
Yeah,
You're playing at a level where one error can cost you a frame/match. You need time sometimes. Like if you're amongst the balls, and here's another one. People are using the snooker analogy. Oh, Ronnie O'Sullivan made a 1.470 average 8 seconds a shot. Well, of course he fucking did. He was amongst the balls. Okay. Oops, sorry.
Honestly, I hate it when people make the comparisons with snooker and shot times. I mean, you also got to remember with snooker, the variables have never changed since the first day they played. The balls go on the same spot, and the whole objective of the game is the same. In 8 ball, the variables are constantly changing. You know, the break's always different, the layouts always become the same. You're playing against different opponents. The tactical frames will be different as well.
When Rusty Wheeler is amongst the balls, or Ben Noon is amongst the balls, and they're flying, no one ever complains. So whether it's 20-20 or 30-30, it doesn't matter because they're flowing and they're amongst the balls. Everybody's the same.
Yeah.
But the second a tactical frame ensues and there's balls over, like there's 6 balls over one pocket, and it becomes really tricky, and one shot can make all the difference to you winning or losing that frame, and someone takes, a minute and a half to play a shot, suddenly the world's ending. Like, it's just bullshit, guys. Seriously, I understand the mentality of trying to promote the game and move it forward and make it more entertaining for the masses and all that sort of stuff. I totally get that, but reducing a time clock where you can potentially make the players make poor decisions because they've shortened on time for maybe one shot in 3 frames.
Yeah,
it's a rubbish argument. It's an absolute rubbish argument, and you guys that are saying it need to understand what these guys at the top level go through that are playing constantly on these streams. Where you're watching right now, we're watching this match. It's flowing fine.
Absolutely.
It's going fine, but there might be you know what? There might be a shot that comes up in 3 frames from now, where it's just dodgy as hell, and
it deserves more time in the care and
exactly.
Yeah. I'm a huge advocate. If we're going to keep 2020, at least allow 1 20-second timeout or extension.
I'm fine for the extension, and a lot of people have called for that as well, and that's all good. You know, it's an amendment to the current. I mean, hell, it's not even a world rule. We just brought it in because a few people on Facebook souped up.
Is this only in Australia? 2020 only in Australia?
It's not a world rule.
Oh my god.
So when you go over to England, Dave, you're not, and you know what? You won't even, half the time you won't even be on a shot clock. When you're playing the singles, people can take 6 minutes to play a shot. Half the time you don't even have timers over there. That's how badly organised it is at world level. Our nationals are a million times more organised than world level. And you will discover that very soon.
Yeah,
have fun.
Can't wait.
But the conditions are very different. The tables are much faster. They're a different cut. They're more attacking. You know, you'll enjoy it.
Oh, has he hit it? Has he hit it?
He's okay. He's okay. He will.
These kind of shots, though, you want to be right behind them. You know, they're.
He's got to. He's basically, instead of being able to drop this in, he may have to play it with bottom. Play it off 2. You know, but makes the shot harder.
Yeah. Oh, he has the option to play with touch of left-hand side too if he really wants. Depends.
I don't like this left-hand side. I think it can ping. I'd much rather drag this.
Yeah. And just take a thinner cut on the blade.
Yep.
This is a big shot in the context of the match.
This is simple. This is easily drawable, but I think so he's playing with bottom and right. He's pulling it. He's pulling the white up.
Jamie Stevens with the call.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Yeah, he's cued that beautifully. I've been having a lot of sets with Dave. He's been a bit of a practice buddy of mine since we were both gone to World. Had some pretty entertaining sets. He's been hitting the ball pretty much as well as I've ever seen him. Just incredibly methodical. Really comes up with the big shots.
I like the way he goes about the game. I really do.
Yeah, plays the game the right way.
That's a good response.
Yeah,
He
it's a
was
great
10
response.
down. He had chances in other frames, and he just missed a couple of key balls. Good response there.
Justin's balls were becoming dangerous and threatening as well. So that's the thing. Justin would chip his ball out, and then he would ask the question, and if you're good enough, have a dip. And Rothall was up to the occasion this time round.
I've just had my little hissy fit about the 2020 rule again, and no one's responded. I was expecting a whole bunch of abuse. Nothing so far. So.
I am pretty devastated not to buy myself in the Calcutta because it's the first time in history. And they were not racked well.
Oh, well, let's re-rack them again.
Take 2. What are your thoughts about that should be black goes on the spot?
No.
No? Don't like it?
No, I don't like it. Although it's, you know what, let's do a side-on break for fun.
Can you do like side-on and front-on and split screen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's cool. Dan.
Are you watching this, Dan?
Dan.
Come on, Dan. Come on, mate.
He's taken over, mate. He's taken over.
Dan's sitting there smiling, going, "I love this." That's what he's doing. I promise you. He's sitting there going, "This is great."
You know, what's really great about the side-on view there is you can see the momentum that Justin generates through his break and then timing. So that's something that for you guys who are really looking to improve your break and get your timing down and how you transfer your weight, look at the timing. Watch the replay on how Justin broke that, and then just see how he generates power with his body weight as well.
Yeah, never mind the fact that the break was rubbish. But what I mean by that is it turned out horrible. Look at this for a development shot coming up. Bang. Oh, it hasn't turned out great, but I saw the shot before I got a chance to actually say anything.
Oh, and that yellow does not go anywhere. Do you think that yellow doubles? It does potentially double. No, we're right.
I don't think it goes anywhere, mate. You're talking about a double in the left centre.
Yeah.
You're talking about when it's black, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's dead. And have another crack at it. Look at this for Q power. But just a little white throws wide, then comes back. And that's why it's difficult to. Let's say you've got a dead straight shot. You screw back. You can actually throw the angle so wide, especially if you don't hit the dead centre of the pocket.
You know what? I don't mind the shot here. I mean, I don't see a value in putting any balls. If you can top through and then leave the white on top of the black, and only leave them the plant up the top,
Yeah, I like the shot.
just
too.
put pressure on.
No, you don't even have to leave the plant if you don't want it. Oh, that's not a good shot.
Wow.
Didn't want to leave him on the red. And he knows he's actually sort of stunned. Didn't really get the top on it.
It's hard to see if that red passes on the left-hand side in the bottom left pocket. I don't think it does.
Yeah, I reckon it does.
I reckon the shot here is that red, I'll take the lowest of the reds in the bottom left corner and try and push the yellow towards the side rail. Just to make it a little bit more difficult for Justin.
Nah, sorry Dave, you're definitely on the gear now, that's not on. You're pushing more to the middle, I reckon.
Right.
And sorry, the red you were talking about was in the middle of the two yellows. I don't think that does go to the bottom left.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the other one to the right of it.
Right.
So. Little snookers coming up here, I think.
Absolutely.
Let's see if it stays true. Or it might not.
A little bit jiggly, it's hard to tell.
I think you wanted it a little thinner than that.
Yeah, definitely. Or even just a touch of right hand side with it.
Yeah, as soon as you play it right hand side though, you're letting the cloth manipulate the white.
That is true.
It doesn't go its true line.
And hitting up nap as well will reverse a bit. Justin's looking at a drop kick. Do you reckon he's going to play it more for a safe white, do you reckon? Just try and hit the back half of it and send the white down the bottom
I like
left?
the back half of this. It's a good shot. You don't leave a lot on, unless the red passes in between black and yellow to the middle, but yeah, he's played that shot.
No, he's trying to put it in the corner.
Let's find if this does go in between black and red, yellow, because it's the only shot he could have really left on.
He's having a look. I'm just trying to judge his facial expressions. It's tight no matter what. There's a grimace. There's another grimace. There's an eye close, and I think he's like...
I honestly feel that he needs to get the periscope out here. It is honestly the only way to tell whether this is on. You must get the periscope out.
He needs to play this shot well too, because he's going to have to be playing. He wants to be getting back on the red in the middle, and he really wants to have a nice angle to be able to transition up table.
He's played the killage of the yellow. Smart shot.
I like that shot. Although Justin, does he have a line to come off that top cushion with right hand side?
Cool. The harder he hits this, the more it's going to throw to the left.
You got to cue this sweep. That's the problem. Like a lot of the time, like when you want to generate power, you really have to you can't cue it to generate power. You really have to force it.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you want to commit to this out, I think you're actually better off getting to just past the balk line and playing for a double rather than trying to get some kind of cannon. I mean, if you want to get the cannon, then too late now. But if you want to get the cannon, play the bottom left ball and get yourself an angle on the right, the left, the yellow in the left middle, and stun to the right.
Yep.
But that's all dead and buried now. And
Jeez, is that double in the corner?
I can only imagine that's what he's played for because he's got nothing else.
He may have actually tried to get on it triple. That may have been an option, because if he stopped the white there, he wouldn't have left one of those reds up in the top right corner.
Yeah, if he gets it straight, he can play the 3 ball. And
So this is going to be a big shot coming up for Justin right now.
maybe he played inside the reds and try and cover. I don't know. No, he's gone for the full-blooded double.
Wow. How is that not dropped? How is that not
That's
dropped?
sick. That's jawed like 16 times. Is that possible?
Thought it was 17, mate.
I've told myself 100 million times to never exaggerate.
Wasn't your nickname Exaggerator for a while? How you playing this, Jamie? You playing this with touch of running? It's gonna screw. It's not the white. Yeah, I would have preferred to play that with touch of left hand side, just so the white ran around a little bit more instead of stopping where it was. He has left himself a tough shot in the middle. It's hard to see what his next option is too, without being right over the shot. I'm not sure if he can commit to this and then still get down underneath those 2 reds. It really is quite tough to tell from here, or whether he can just hold for the ball in the middle. I think he's tried to, I think he was trying to put that in the bottom right corner. probably the first shot I've seen Dave rush pretty much all weekend. Just really got down on it, didn't go through his full routine there. Falling offside here, just on the wrong side of the yellow. I wanted to be straighter, but I think if he just finishes probably like a few inches off the left side rail, then he can play this off too. Probably would have to take a half ball shot on the black. It's hard to tell from here whether he can run through or he has to play it with a little bit of stun just to avoid the red here. It does look straightish, but I think he can just play it natural and run past the yellow anyway.
Sorry, Dave, I've just rejoined commentary. I had to put up with 64 imbeciles in the background. That's a good shot. I think you'll swing this off too with right hand side.
These are difficult shots to judge on these tables, to get these right.
Well, they're tough to judge on any table really because you're in the jaw.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Everyone thinks, like, when you look at the table and go, oh, this is easy, ball over the hole. But the angle that you contact it, so let's say you hit it thin with right hand side, you risk going off.
Yep.
Hit it thick like that, he's played it very well. Let's say he hits it slightly harder, he's snapped himself. So everything is required to be played correct.
You really geared that up.
I think
That squirted really wide.
I think it was the right shot to play.
Missed it. Oh, he's got it.
It's just found its way in. Well, back in a sec, guys. I've got to go sort food out for me.
You get food.
You're going to order.
I'm gonna get, guys, I'll be back in a sec. I'm just going to make an order as well.
Yeah, this is Kenny Nicol just taking over for Jamie and Dave Ewing while they're just having a bit of a break. So it's David's break. Nice cracking break, and yes, and he got a ball. Awesome. Not dry. Bit of cluster in the top left-hand corner there, but you know, just one of those things. Just has to try and develop it at some stage, probably earlier rather than later. So he's called for reds, and probably get rid of that hard one early and leave it hard on the yellows to promote it over the middle. No, just really wants it smothered. Elected to just give the hardest shot possible to Justin. Here you go. So putting you back to Jamie and Dave now.
Dave, you are number 29 on the food order list, and I am number unknown. I've allowed Jake to do my food order, so I'll probably get 3 chips.
And a lemon.
And a lemon. Yeah.
So what's the situation here? Is this open table or is Dave on the reds?
Not sure.
Is it open table, Kenny? Sorry? Open table is?
No. Justin's on yellow, red lead.
Good shot in from Roth. Good shot. And see how he's made sure he doesn't run right to the side rail. There might be a gap for when you get to the bottom the bottom yellow, so that's a pretty good shot. I don't think he's left anything.
It's hard to tell whether what sort of containing shot you would play here.
How about flicking off the far yellow of the three that are near one another, offside cushion, and in line with the plant angle for the two reds? Well, how about just do that? That's a really good shot. That's an excellent shot.
Do you think that yellow passes the
Yeah,
red
I
at the
do.
top there?
I do. But the problem ball is this ball on the bottom cushion.
So I think what the plan would be, run through on this one, and you want to have angle to pot the ball, the yellow in the right middle, come down table, and then you can play an extraction shot with that bottom ball onto that yellow.
I'm just thinking about what I said, Dave. Did I actually say did I say ball on the bottom rail? Because I'm pretty sure I did. I actually meant side rail. I actually think he's going to try and get behind this.
You know what you should do? You should get Kenny to flick it over to the side green, then it would be the bottom rail.
I actually think he's just going to try and land behind this yellow off this shot here.
Right.
I thought that was something else. So I think he's going to play. I think he's going to back himself, Dave.
Yep.
Because he knows he's got linking ball. And actually yes, because if he drops this in, the angle will be to come off. He'll have a good angle to stun down to the last yellow.
He may have to stop the white though. I don't think he can just roll this in.
I reckon he can roll it in as long as he gets the white off the side cushion.
Yeah.
So there is a potential chance we may see him overcut this, trying to emphasise the white. He's looking at playing the drag shot. Gets back down on. Wow, he's punched it. Wow.
Yeah, that's.
He's actually had a bit of a smile there because he feels he hit that well.
Yeah. And that's happened a lot this week.
And you know what? I think he hit it well too.
Yeah.
Not only that, as he was queuing that shot up, the old McCartney / whoever other imbeciles are up there got a bit louder. So he's actually hit the rail decently high up, so he's probably lucky the way this table's spit. Probably lucky to sit there.
Coming off the top cushion staying, or he's going to screw straight into this red?
I think you can screw into it.
It is risky doing it this way. You want a nice full
No,
contact.
you're right, Dave. He's played it smart way. That's a better percentage way, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's just you're always up table. You're always going to be guaranteed a shot.
Well, you can come off side cushion and hit it. You come off back rail direct. There's more target area to hit off rail.
There's a lot more room for error for sure.
Now
It looks like he does have a good angle to come down table, but I don't think it's really necessary.
No, I like it, Dave. I like it.
I
It
think
looks
that-
plain ball to me.
I think these link up reasonably well. Though. If you play this one in the right middle, play the top right, and play right middle.
I think he'll come
left
down for the bottom ball now. It looked plain ball to me. See, he's just underhit it slightly. It was plain ball.
I just felt like with the black the where it wasn't really necessary to do it.
Well,
Just because he can play the top right now.
yeah, I agree.
But when they're out easy like this, then you just want to take out any ball that may cause some problems. So I do understand.
No, I agree with you, mate. I think you punch this ball in the top corner. It doesn't matter what angle you leave. You're going to actually be able to get the right angle you need. So let's say he punches this in and he can't. He has an angle where it's going down table. You can still play off side cushion and get yourself a good angle. Yeah, that's
Shoot
good.
that really, really nicely.
See, now he comes off side cushion, gets just off straight, and then he can just float down for his last red.
Does that black pass in the right middle? I think it does.
Okay, let's say it doesn't. Then his aim will be to overplay it rather than underplay it.
I don't know about you, Jamie, but I've always found like after this shot, but just being able to play this shot and then just fall really neat on the right side of the balls, I found it really, really hard to judge these all week.
Yeah, agreed. I actually think he would have liked a touch more angle than that.
Just more of a natural angle to roll down.
He may actually play this with a high amount of top, so not power it, but you know how you can play it with a lot of top and it will just push the white through? You just don't want to be on the side rail here.
He does have an option to play it with straight left-hand side too.
I think he's just going to play it like just, not smash it, but just play it with top. No, he had good angle. He had pretty good angle.
Perfect. Well, we're going to find out quickly if black's available in the right middle.
Yeah, otherwise you can just stun it. But I think we may see him play the run through for the black in the left middle, maybe.
If he's straight, he might screw, but it does look like he's slightly high on him.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of angle. I think we'll see him going to top. No, he's jacking up, so it goes in the middle. Goes in the right middle. Ooh, oh my God, is he on this? If he is, I'm actually somehow found it.
He's okay.
Imagine if he landed touch on it. How stiff would that have been?
Just that little rock at the end.
That would have been crazy. He just-
Slightly awkward here.
Yeah, good black. There was a lot of noise in the background there. Suddenly it formed as well, so he's dealt with that too.
So Dave, after a little bit of a nervy start, it's just looked like he's settled really, really well. He's got the speed of the table. You can see he's queuing well.
He's definitely queuing well. There's no doubt about it. I think both of them are queuing quite well. I think Justin, of the two, has played probably the more of the twitchy shots, but he's probably played more shots as well.
We get the split screen on this one. You can watch the guys watching at home. You can watch the transference of Wade here, just as he really gets into it.
Well, you didn't see that transfer at weight though, there, Dave. But I understood what you were saying. Normally you'd see the whole body come forward a bit more, but he did control the body movement a lot more then.
On your breaks, guys, like, if you really want to generate power, it's just as you rise up, you just create more leverage with your back elbow. And it really, really helps in terms of generating more power through the break.
I'm actually personally... Oh, no. You know what, though? He's smiling. No, he's misjudged that. He's misjudged that.
He's tried to hit that thinner.
He's tried to go into the two balls next to it, and it's a genuine misjudgment, that. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about the break because, well, I broke my hand on the table, so I already cop it solid from everyone. So
I must admit, though, I saw you breaking the instrument down. You were hitting them pretty damn good.
And I couldn't pot a ball.
Yeah.
What the hell, eh?
Unfortunately, it has been the way on these tables. Like, some of the breaks you hit, you just absolutely nailed, but balls just don't look like going in.
Yeah, I actually timed the break this weekend better than I've timed it most times, and I just couldn't pot a ball in the majority of the cases. But look, you know what? Look, I think we saw Jake deal with the elements out there.
Apparently, Cunny Funch is supposed to be sensible.
Kylie Power's dying for me to drop the C-bomb, but I've refused to do it. I'm a professional.
I'm a man of ethics and morals.
And, you know, look, the best I'm going to say is see you next Tuesday, all right?
So, all of a sudden, that's 3-0 after a couple of tight frames.
Yeah, but yeah, getting back to what I was saying, I think I wasn't mentally strong enough. There was a lot of factors going out there with that match when I played Jimmy. There was the table was moving, we switched tables, we went back, I snookered myself by underhitting the ball, snookered myself by overhitting the ball, and then suddenly I'm like, he's on the hill, I'm like, you need to switch on your wanker or you're out of the match, and suddenly I like turned it on, like it's too late to do that then. You gotta recognise earlier and deal with things, you know, and I think Jake was a little susceptible at that last match. I think the table conditions affected him a little, and it's the first time we really see him be affected by it. You know, like.
Yeah, but it's definitely a tournament for to be mentally challenged all the way through. You had to be really, really. That's why it's not surprising to see these two guys in the situation where they're at, because both these guys are very, very level-headed, but also very, very smart, but very mentally strong at the same time.
But I mean, this game's hard enough without having to deal with table conditions. You know what I mean? Like, it's already a tough game, especially at the top level where you can't afford to make too many mistakes where you get brutalised. So
Absolutely.
when you've got to deal with a roll here and there where it's crucial, it can really mess with you. It can.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's not as much just that particular shot, but it can affect how you play your next shot too.
That's actually more the key. You think it's in the back of your mind where you go, I just copped a roll here, and then suddenly you're faced with a similar shot, and that shot just becomes like a million times harder.
Yeah.
You know, like it feels impossible.
Yeah.
You know, it affects your whole approach to running racks and before you know it, it's affecting your entire shot selection. You know, and then you're not even the player that you're supposed to be.
Yeah. It's falling a little bit dodgy. He just caught that a little bit. I'm not sure what he was trying to play there. Whether he was trying to hold for the ball in the left middle, because he did pot it quite thin in the pocket. So I think he wanted a bit of a thicker contact on that ball. Would have left him more of an angle to play that yellow in the left middle and come up table. Potentially to play a part.
Do you just skid off the bottom of this yellow and hide the white? And
I think with 2 reds in the middle, I actually don't mind this at all.
this looks thin.
Smith trying to squeeze
Oh,
it.
he's played the billiard shot. Clever thinking. And you know what? Look at the white. Look at this good shot enough. I like it.
Well, he did double it into the red that he would have left.
True. And
is-
you know what? If he pots the yellow, he didn't have an amazing shot afterwards.
Tell you what, I don't see too many easy safeties here. He can't use those balls on the right hand side. The angle looks like it's going on, unless he can jack up on the railer and try and screw down behind, but even that's low percentage. He may actually just be forcing to take this ball on.
I agree. I think well, he could play it dead weight, but
Nice.
good shot. Great pot.
Cracker.
That's a sick pot, actually. He's played that off the rail. It's a really good pot. He's potted so clean.
Does he have angle to stun into that railer here? It looks relatively straight.
No, I think he's good. I think you're right, mate. I think he's a chance. Middle of the 3. I think he can force it into the ball on the cushion. There you go. He has. He's played it. He's actually played it too well. I mean, he actually had to play that at pace to generate the angle.
The extractions have been tough like that, where especially if you're going to take that kind of line, then you really have to judge the contact and the pace of that shot really, really well.
Well, all that's happened there is he's hit it full rather than cushion first, then red. If he hits a cushion first and red, it's perfect.
And the white comes out a little bit further too. Has his angle here. Looks a little bit straight though to do anything.
I think he's going to
Screw down.
come back in between the balls and try and play another shot that's similar. Yeah, so he's come back in between these 2 balls. Gets to play that shot again.
I'm telling you, this requires exceptional killing in this situation. And also he's going to need a little bit of luck to fall on the ball, because the red that he would like to be on doesn't pass into the left middle.
No, it's the same shot, Dave. So it's basically punch it in cushion first, then red, and then you're on that ball in the middle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you don't want to hit it too direct, because you could push it past again. If you take it cushion first, hit it half ball, you're probably going to be on it. So there you go. Oh, see what I mean? He got the right contact and he's on it.
Oh, how's the result?
Oh, he's got a sick result there. That's a crazy ass result.
He's got a snugger and covered the bottom left pocket. You wouldn't read about it.
Yeah, it's a crazy result. But see what I mean? How he's got the right contact. He's just missed the pot, obviously. But the contact, if he gets it right, he's always going to be on that red.
I'm just a stickler for having a guarantee shot afterwards.
Me too. Me too. But what I'm saying is, I think if you get the right contact, there you are guaranteed.
Yeah.
But he may have even sacrificed the pot a little to make sure of the contact. You know. I think the up and down here, try and pot the ball over the hole, is the only shot.
Does he have a natural line for that? Maybe straightening it up.
What's he doing here?
Touch the left.
Oh wow! Wow! What a shot! I actually just got wood. You knocked on the table of wood. I've got wood. That's a sick shot.
As you were saying earlier, that's where the 9-ball comes in.
Yeah, no, that's a great. Yeah, but it's a different table too than the 9-ball table. That's a totally different judgment. The cushion's different on 9-ball. That's a great shot.
Does he have a line to just play direct off the red? Does he have to come cush first?
I like cush first here, mate.
It does look slightly wide. He's going to have to hit this red quite full. Oh, he's going to play it firm.
Yeah, you got to play it firm, I think. Got to draw the white back a little bit. Oh, he's just found that. He's found that in between spot.
Hey guys, I have just got a schnitzel that's bigger the size of my head that's just come in, so I'm just going to Kenny to take over for now.
Dave's trouble. He's got a schnitzel the size of his body. So,
Kenny Nicol joining Jamie on the commentary.
I'll tell you what, Kenny, I can't help but feel for the Rothall. He's played some big shots, and he's sort of been forced to keep playing big shots. But I guess that's also a little credit to Justin. But you know what, Justin's I thought he was very fortunate to get the snooker last shot. Roth answered and then just wasn't able to quite back it up. This is fine. He's going to screw back. He's going to screw back inside the bottom side of the black here. Actually, you know what? I could be misjudging that. He might not be able to do that.
The angle might not be there. Like, as in, it'll be hitting the far jaw.
Does he risk going past the top
See where
side
he's
of the
pointing
black?
to with his finger? I think that's what he was looking at, coming off the side rail.
Does he risk that, or does he just play for the thin cut and go up and down?
Nah.
So you think it's worth the risk?
Left hand screw.
I just think there's an element of risk here.
Screw. Oh.
Yeah, he's played the smart shot. See, he takes the snooker out of the equation there.
Let's look at the side view on there. Yeah, we'll look at the
Oh, look at Kenny. He's obsessed. He's got all this camera. He's got all this fancy camera crap going on. He's obsessed. He needs to switch back and forth.
I love it.
Oh, you see, he's undercut, gone and off. And this is going to sound really, really crazy, and sorry to the Justin Sage fans out there, but I just felt that the Roth needed a break. You know what I mean? Like he kind of got shafted a little bit that frame.
He did.
And then he's played a big shot, and then he's found like the like almost impossible in between, and he's just copped a break. You know what I mean? He's just copped a break. Well, I just think he's just played the slightly better pool.
Oh no!
No, he's fine here.
He's come past it good.
I think if you're unbiased, if you're unbiased and say these are two robots that you've never seen before playing pool, I think you would say the Roth robot has slightly played the better pool. Affirmative, no problemo. But I think 3 or 4-3 to either player is a fair judgment. I think it's been a good close match so far. So this will be 4-3. As Thomas just says, get out of my way, I'm a big unit, I'm walking straight past this camera.
The camera's so high you wouldn't see him anyway.
And really what we needed there, we really needed the Roth to do an Arnie impersonation, didn't we? Do it! Do it! No,
The Roth's hit the front.
honestly, after what I've watched so far in this match, I think 4-3 to the Roth is... I think it's a fair scoreline. I actually don't think Justin's even realised he's done the bolt because he's straight into the table, so we'll probably get this pulled up the time clock. Justin said, nah, screw that, I'm playing for the time foul. He didn't know. So I just get the time stopped, it's all good. He didn't know, so... Phil's just said, nah, time running foul.
Lots of frame foul. So we'll just, the frame hasn't frozen everyone, it's just one of the players has gone to the toilet.
I'll tell you a story. Look at McCartney. You can see his left leg. He's walking over with Neil. That's not mine there.
Sorry, mate.
Listen, before you go off, I wasn't having you. How much time is left since I've got back? I mean, the time should be. Yeah, no, yes, right. 20 seconds.
Okay. So he's been given the 20-second call, and he's having a shot with an open table. Yeah, nice spot on the reds. Looks pretty good from here.
I'll get you a salad. What's that? Pretty basic kitchen. No, shut up.
Telling you folks, I've come away these tournaments for years now. I don't even know why I put up with Jake McCartney all these years. You can't even order schnitzel, chips, gravy. It's not hard, is it? Good shot from the Roth there. He's actually got good angle to do what he likes.
I think we lost 10 viewers from that discussion.
Come on, guys. Sorry, but... Yeah, give us a side angle here, Kenny, because we can actually see the angle he's got now. Look at this. He has got angle to run through a little bit, but he may stun still. Yeah. Come on, Kenny. You're a virgin to this stuff, mate.
Yeah,
Dan, you're back on, mate.
10 knows more.
Kenny's trying to do too much. He's trying to produce us different camera angles and commentate. Come on, mate.
Dan's watched a lot more pool than I have.
Yet still to commentate a single shot.
You'll get into.
Well, that was the danger of playing the cannon there, but he kind of had to. I think he kind of had to. Why am I looking at you, Dave? You don't have a microphone on.
You can look at me. I'm playing. I'm commentating.
He's actually in strife here. I don't think this double's on. Like the double the middle. I think the double to the corner takes you away from the red too much. I think a safety shot's required here. How about double the red to the middle of the table, take the white ball underneath the yellow that's to the bottom left as you view the screen right now.
He's cutting that or double?
That's what I just said, mate. Yeah, I think that's the shot. He's just overhit it a touch. I don't mind that though. I don't mind that he's actually promoted the red. He's probably hit it a touch hard. I don't mind that though. He's brought it up. He's brought it up past centre table where most of the yellows are, so you don't have that comfort shot. And same deal yet again. Just play out of the snooker and just rest on the red. Keep the pressure applied. Oh my God, the way the Roth's lined this up. I know he's actually just playing for a full ball, get out of the snooker contact. He's not gonna play some crazy layer up.
He's gonna pot it in the middle.
No, he's not. He's just playing for a full contact on this. This is a dead weight escape.
Okay.
Oh my God, he's lined this up. Well, he's going to actually.
He's
caning it.
And
he's gone for the pot.
You know what? He almost got it. That would have been massive.
If he does get that pot, because he's slightly overcut it, which means the white ball's probably slightly lower down the table and more to the right. He would have had a decent shot. How many viewers at home have said to themselves, "Oh, if he popped that, he was perfect on the red." Because guess what? If he had a pot it, the white wall wouldn't have been there. It would have been further up the table, more to the right, and then he wouldn't have had a perfect shot on the red to transition to the black. That's a really, really loose shot from Justin. I actually think... Yeah, look, Dave's eating right now, but he did say to me he saw frustration creeping. And that was evident, I think. How's his angle here to run through? Don't know if it's there. Kenny, another side angle. Look at this. The angle. You might have to stun past centre and play for the red. Everything in the same pocket, basically. Yeah, this is discriminating. This is racist. This is racist to... Well, it's racist to... It's racist if you're left winged here. Everything's going to the right. So touch the left hand side here. Pull the wide off. Oh, he's missed it. I reckon that little amount of left hand side has just missed the pot. And everyone's going, why do you play with left hand side? Well, you had to just give yourself a little bit of movement off the side rail, I think, to be behind the black there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think just a touch of left-hand side was on that. Oh, the way Ross filthy with himself. I think Justin's actually tried to pull the black out there. Why would you smash that like that unless you're trying to get the black out? And I'll tell you what's happening now. He's going to nudge the left-hand side of these bottom two yellows and say, have a snooker, EAD, and promotion of balls.
Heels straight off the top rail.
Oh, he's hit that like a fairy.
Yeah, can't you come off the top and get into it?
Well, he's actually hit that like a fairy. Like,
No, you're probably right. It'll miss the left-hand side of it.
why would you not? Why would you not hit that the other side of the yellow, get hard up on the right side yellow, and get more separation?
Well, considering he can kick the yellow across in front of the red as well if he wanted to. If you know he's going to give a foul away, you might as well make it as hard as possible, right?
Do you know, I'm thinking that he's just concentrated prime. Oh, look out. We haven't seen one of these for a while.
Is he an eyeball player?
Yeah, but he's not going to play a jump shot. He's playing a big swerve. And, oh, that's a great effort. It's a good effort.
You felt it.
And Dave just says, hey, you know what? I don't like these tables. Here's a good excuse to...
Very close there.
here's a good excuse to read cloth. I'll put a mark on it. I reckon we're going to see the Roth play at least 3 more swerve shots this match.
He's getting the table at a discount now.
I think Justin's got a kick. Do you reckon he got a kick there?
Yeah, I think he did. He's...
I'll tell you, if he's got a touch...
Have a look at the replay?
Yeah, replay it. I think if he got it... I think he... Oh, you reckon he's trying... Oh, no way. Really?
Let's have a look.
You reckon he's trying to put that over the hole at that pace? Jeez, you got to play this well.
Let's play and have a look.
Kenny's been dying to do this. Been dying for the replay. This is the replay. I reckon we're going to see the Roth play at least 3 more swerve shots this match. Nah, he got a kick. He got a huge kick there.
Discount now.
Even pointed at the second plate. I think Justin's got a kick. I didn't see what he did. Do you reckon he got a kick?
Yeah.
Switch back to Reed. Still learning, so Dan's winning again.
Yeah, I need
Oh, he's got to touch
have a
him.
look at the replay.
How do you get the white ball back there? Yeah, replay it. I think if he got... Oh, he's come off the back rail.
Yes, we're back again.
Oh, no, okay, so he's just come off the bottom side and guaranteed no shot.
Yeah, I've got to work out how to get it to stop.
Why is the table moving?
He's putting his drink against it.
Oh, he's drinking a Stein, that's why. Oh, great shot from Roth. A bit unfortunate, but he's even cut the double off.
Yeah.
That's... If you were to cut a ball in like that and say, run the wide anywhere and land somewhere, that's actually your worst result. You may have to play the double off the yellow, yeah. It's the only shot I can see.
That's massive to get that.
Triple? Is the triple on to the corner, maybe? You're in the yellow's in the way? I don't... Double's not on direct, but off the yellow.
Let's have a look off the yellow.
Double in the corner, I think, fine. But I think he's committed to this off the yellow
He really
business.
wants off his yellow.
Too thick.
Oh, almost come off both yellows.
You know, he'll cop that because he's left the yellow dead. He'll cop that. And he's left the black in play and he's left the yellow in trouble. So I think you'll be happy with that result. Other than potting it, of course. And all I can hear is Roth going, do it, go, get back to the chopper. Oh, Justin's playing. Oh, that's a smart shot. Oh, he's actually may have overplayed it.
Oh, it might cuttable. Be cuttable.
Is this choppable? It looks thin.
I don't think side on view will help us.
Ah, look at Kenny, he's dying. He just wants to get back to that side view. I'm just going to take over the mouse. That doesn't tell us a hell of a lot, actually. Doesn't tell us too much. I don't think it's choppable. I think it's a bit too thin. So we're going to see a side cushion attempt at the bottom right corner here. Oh, look at this.
That harder and it would have
Wow, that would have been nice. You know what? There is one trend I am actually seeing in this match already after 7 frames, and that is a lot of the time, Roth's got 1 or 2 balls left on the table. One, like the black and another ball, which means he's not finishing. He's not, like when he's committing, he's not finishing. And a lot of the time we're seeing Justin in a position where he's got 5 or 6 on the table and he's manipulating the way play goes, and Roth's having to play survival mode pool. I think that's something Roth needs to correct. Wow, that was confidence. He's actually tried to play with a shot to nothing. Yeah. Oh, okay. So he's going to full committee. He says, I don't care about these balls and your cushions. I'm just going to bang this in. When I get back centre table, I'm going to stun off the ball over the middle. I'm going to get to the bottom ball in bulk, and I'm going to go game. So anything past centre table here will be fine. So anything right side. And that's very right side, and he'll be very happy with that. Now, if you were to pick up the ball off that shot and put it somewhere with your hand, that would be pretty spot on where you've done it. Oh, look at him layering up. Just playing it with side. Didn't even need to, and just layers up. So 4-all here. And I'll tell you something funny about this match, right? How long has this match been going, Kenny?
Oh, how do we tell?
This is just
streaming an hour ago.
This is just to stick it up the 2020 players again, all right?
So an hour. It's been running.
This match has been going an hour. We played 8 frames. We have had multiple matches going on the stream tables where more than 8 frames have been played in an hour with no time clock. Just saying. It's not always about the time, guys. It's about how the frames fall. Now, if you were to say to me, Kenny, what do you think the score will be after 8 frames? Do you think 4-all would be a pretty fair thing to say?
No, I would have expected 6-2.
I would have said, really? To who?
Justin.
Wow, you've said 6-2 to Justin. I would have said 4-all or 5-3 to either player. Like I said, I commented on Roth yesterday. I think he's playing the top 3 best in the room of what I saw. He's in the final now.
Yes.
Justin, well, you can never actually say, well, Justin's crap. He's not going to do anything because he's just won this thing 3 times in a row. He's always thereabouts.
Exactly.
Playing good pool. So you might as well just say, yeah, Justin's in your top 3 regardless.
Yes.
Yeah, and I actually think that's why 8 frames have taken so long to be played, because of the clash of style. Like, they're very similar, and so there's going to be some back and forth tactical play. There's been missed outs when they're there, and suddenly the other bloke's gone into lockdown mode and controlling the frame, so it's created more shots a frame. Big break, though. That's a huge break, and this is what I've been watching. Oh, he's got one. I was going to say, I've been watching so many big breaks like this, and they haven't been going in. But one's found its way to the pocket, and it's a yellow, and he wants to be yellows, and he's not on an opening ball. And Dave, pointed. I was looking at it, but you've got to play it regardless.
I can do single commentary if you want, Jamie.
Nah, Dave, my meal has actually turned up. Dave's finished. He's going to take over the commentary after 3 minutes.
What are you doing here? Oh.
Yeah, that's a shot. That was a shot.
Well, you're on yellows anyway, right?
I didn't get to finish saying it. Dave Ewing pointed it out. I saw it on the screen as well, and obviously we didn't communicate it to the public, but most of them probably saw the shot as well.
Yeah, yellow off the red to cover the pocket. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good control now, but
what do I do here?
he's going to try and flick it across thin.
Oh, yeah.
Get some coverage.
And he got
good white ball.
Oh, yeah. They do good schnitzels here, don't they, Jamie?
Yeah, I'm happy with the schnitzel. Wasn't hard to
Choose.
really produce what I ordered, was it? When you're dealing with Jake McCartney, though, you just don't know what you're going to get. Surprised I didn't get Hamburg with a lot come at me.
Well, thanks, Kathy Harmon. Saying it's good streaming.
Oh, this Kathy's going home. She was here like 5 minutes ago, wasn't she?
I'm not. I think they did go home actually. Oh, that wasn't meant to hit the other yellow, I believe.
Yeah, I think Ross walked back to his chair a little not satisfied with that shot.
No, don't blame him. One, two, it's not bad. How many?
So this, once again, we've got ourselves in a position where, as I said, clash of styles, similar styles. We've got a tactical frame about to.
I don't think you can get through the middle of them.
I think a tactical frame is going to come well into play very shortly. Oh no, he's tried to force the issue.
Oh, he tried to pot it.
He has. It would have been a very good shot too. Had he pot that red.
Massive.
He has got a bit of a second prize though, where he's left the red on one side of the draw, so the yellow is still thin underneath.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think the yellow goes underneath Kenny, so he's got lots of options available to him. It all depends on what happens here with Justin's shot.
Oh, let's have a look, right? Let's
You just want to switch to side view, don't you?
There you go.
There you go. So his truck fits through there.
Oh, whoa. Kind of helped yellows, isn't it?
Well, he's just tried to bring something into play to help himself with the black.
Let's see. Go to straight on view and.
I think once again the shot can still be played.
Yeah, you really think?
You've got to be careful not to lose a foul snooker. In fact, actually, I don't think you can get through to it this shot, so that's why Justin played that. This is a tricky spot, this. There's nothing simple. He's going to try and play. I don't like this if he's going to play red on yellow and red. I don't like this.
No.
I'll tell you why I don't like that shot, right? Although, I'll tell you what, that's turned out awesome.
It has, doesn't it?
He couldn't have played that better. The only reason I don't like it is because you're bringing another red into that area to cause like disturbance and annoyance. But
exactly,
that is a great shot. But here's the problem.
Yep.
More balls are going to come down in this area.
Oh, you can break it out now, right?
Oh, geez, I don't think Justin will be happy with that white ball.
You don't really want to break it out, though, do you? You want to cover it.
I think Justin actually wanted to get a bit better coverage there, and he wanted to play to punch the red into the yellow and open up, or play red onto between black and yellow and take the pocket and push the black a little bit more to the right side. Have full control of the frame.
Oh, he's got a swerve it. Just even hit it. Oh no.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Yeah, it's still covered, which is good.
Still may see Roth just pot this red outright, as long as he doesn't leave a foul snooker on the top red at the table.
Nah, he won't leave a foul snooker. I reckon you're right. He'll pot it. Unless the angle's too much, that could be the only thing. Top spin it, cheat the pocket.
Oh,
that's not the foul you want, is it?
This is interesting. He's straight away Justin's called for it.
Yeah.
Right, now let's say it is. What do you do with it?
Ball in hand, put the red off the yellow in the corner.
That's a quick call, Kenny. No wonder you like the 20-20 rule. That's a tough shot where you've just asked.
It is tough.
But it's probably the right shot.
Yeah.
I mean, the other option is to play it over the hole.
Yeah, keep putting balls over there. You'll eventually... Well, at least it'll be a foul snooker again if he pots it. Probably. Long frame, this, isn't it?
Well, this is... I mean, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if we see a few more of these frames for this match as well.
See, Roth's going to want to play the four-way plant there, just to kick their yellow in front of the other red, right?
It's there.
Maybe not.
I think Justin's going to screw off this.
Oh,
He's going to play screw deep. He's going to screw deep.
Yeah. And he's killed the plant.
He's played.
Has he?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yes. No, it's still there. But he's played for the white. I'll guarantee you, Roth's playing the yellow over the pole again.
No worries. Well, Dave Ewing's back, so I'm going to hand this back over to Dave.
No, you're staying on, mate.
No? No, Jamie's going for work. So it'll be Dave Ewing and myself continuing on while Jamie has a break.
Glad to be back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm
Jamie's about
watching-
to eat a house.
Watching Jamie, the blur of the food in front of his mouth, it's so quick.
It is bulking season.
Okay, covering the pocket. No, you want to cover it better than that, don't you? You probably just didn't want to pot it, right?
No, but I think that's okay because when you're looking at where the wide is, I don't know if you can cut that ball in the right middle. It does seem slightly too thin.
Race to 5. This is a bit.
Just looking at where these balls are, it doesn't look like he has a
You'd hate to be behind if they changed to a race to
choice
5.
here to take and
It
take
will.
a shot. I think that's what he's looking at. Looks like is there any others if he does? Eyes going up and down. Oh, he's hit the jaws. He's missed it by a mile. Wow. Oh, look at the lead he's getting through. Wow. Yeah, Justin's been quite fortunate actually on quite a lot of his shots. A lot of his misses. Just had slight on the ball. Definitely kept him in the frame. He's on yellow.
Yeah.
I don't mind chipping off this and then playing the highest. Oh no, he's going to run off and try and promote him.
Yeah, you got to do something different, don't you? Yep.
Well
How
played.
good was that? You know, the pace to kick that in front. Just had them go everywhere, right? I think Dave almost prefers a more technical game.
Dave, I think thing with Roth is that he's very measured, very calculated player, but he just happy to play either style of game. It's not really. He doesn't mind playing tactical. He doesn't mind playing aggressive.
He'll play
no matter
whatever's
what the balls
whatever's
dictate.
happening.
Yeah, whatever the balls dictate, which is the right way to play. Not go too overzealous, and not turned out well.
Yeah, he wasn't. Well, it's blocked the black, right? That's
very
from
good.
that pocket. At least that's good. Good thing.
Still has control in his frame, but there's a lot of pool left to be played here, especially with so many balls in the bottom right pocket. Just somebody looking
I
for
don't
a
think
big
no
foul.
one's going to go near those balls.
Trying the up and down again. Looking for the little foul. How's this come? That looks great.
If he pots it.
Oh, he's left the foul so good. Or has he? Oh no, he can't be.
No,
Can't
I think
be
it's a foul. Possibly a foul. Yeah, no, but look at the white and the red together. If you think, if it's almost touching.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from there.
Please don't be a foul snooker.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone is praying it's not a foul snooker right now. I'm wondering if he can hit the yellow, if he can hit that lowest of the yellows that he's closest to, he can play a half ball off the red and promote the other two yellows as well.
Yeah, definitely, and leave 3 dead reds.
It's just hard to tell from here whether he can or not.
Oh, if you can do that, that's massive. Oh, he missed it. He got the other.
Oh wait, guess he He actually is, man. He's an astrophysicist.
Yeah.
Justin says it's called him a rocket scientist, well, technically he actually is.
Astrophysicist, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go.
What are your options here, ladies and gentlemen? This is tough.
Yeah, you really want to get rid of that on yellow, I would have thought. You still got 2 shots, right?
You can play this up the top and look for an extraction, but it's very risky.
Oh, wow. Well, he had a shot to burn. I think his ultimate aim was to probably just break those 2 yellows.
I'm wondering if he can actually double this ball out just towards the right side and leave the white behind the black, just so he has a ball. He really needs to get some soldiers over on the right hand side if possible, but I don't think he has a line to do it, unfortunately. This would just be another containing shot by the look.
Tell me he's not taking that. Oh,
On the triple.
too soft though.
That's perfect. What an absolute
Why would
cracker
I
of a
think
shot
that's
that
two
is.
shot?
Dave Rothall, take a bow.
A triple. And it's perfect weight to sit there. That's knowing.
That's something he's doing 4 more weekends, knowing the tables. I'm telling you, I could have 30 shots of that and never get it right.
Yeah.
What are you doing here if you're Justin? You looking at a back double here? Going that way? There's a double to the right side or a back double? No, it's going to do it fair.
He wants to pot it. Yeah, that's good. To pot that and leave him off that other yellow.
No, he's okay because he's left.
Oh yeah, no, you can actually
done
break
this off the red.
You only need to break 2 of the balls, right? You don't want to touch those 3 reds in the triangle. Yeah. Break them both out.
Half ball is ideal off the red, but.
But you want to keep it there to pop that other red, yellow behind black.
You really got to be careful how you play. You might need to play a bit of pace because you don't want the red anywhere near that black or yellow as well. You really have to be.
I don't. I think it'll bounce before it. Yeah. Oh. No. And I said I think it'll bounce before it. Wow, what a thriller.
They saw Justin do it earlier, so he thought, you know what, hold my beer. Do you reckon he can play this yellow off the other yellow half wall, get them both out, stop the white there? I think that is the shot.
Doing well, we've got... Yeah, we bumped up to 168 viewers, we're doing very well.
Yeah.
Following it. Oh, that red's in the way. Just open it further. Look at it.
Fortunately, he's promoted that ball on the left-hand side, but when he was playing as firm as he did...
Justin for sure will be doing something with those 3 reds, right?
Yeah, Justin just has to get the ball in dangerous position now, especially where that yellow is on the left-hand side. I don't actually mind if you... Okay, stop.
Gonna want
to do larger shot. Oh, that's still not nice. How's he got the angle to play it up top though?
Yeah.
Jamie Stevens wasn't joking when he said he's going to eat a house.
I'll put Jamie back on while I continue doing my switching between long and side here. Here you go.
I can tell whether that yellow on the left side with a double if he can play for a double.
Mate, what schnitzel?
The only shot I can really see him is if he can get up to the top but then leave himself like the half ball line where he can stun off 2, maybe 3 rounds to get behind the yellow. Taking it off the top or taking it from it. Taking it in the middle, he's got it. Oh,
this is good. This is
perfect.
good, Dave.
Are you thinking Jamie 2 rails get behind it?
Yeah, have to. No, I'm actually thinking 3.
3, yeah. 3 potentially 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah. It's a good power shot. This with a lot of right hand side.
Really just wants to have a shot at it. That's all he can ask for in this situation. He's got to make sure he hits it sweet though, because if he tries to power it too much, he may actually risk going in or maybe catching the draw.
If he hits it hard, he'll actually kill the side. Oh, he's played that. He's actually overhit it.
Fantastic.
He's overhit it, isn't he? Oh, he's good.
That is an absolute crack.
Excellent shot.
What a great frame of pool this is.
Oh, what a great match, honestly. But this has had some really sick shots played in it.
Guys, if you really want to learn stuff about the tactical side of pool, especially learning about how to manipulate your balls, move it around, create problems for your opponent, this has been an absolutely fantastic match to watch.
1 second.
It's just about holding your nerve and composure.
I haven't seen a focus issue yet.
And he's knocked it straight in the heart of the hole. What a fantastic finish there by Dave.
Yeah, that was a very good out. It's a great match. And I'll tell you what else I'm impressed about Roth is he is basically bred from the Kurt Dunham view where he looks at the ground when he plays the shot. Kurt Dunn used to do that. You know, he lifts his head up and actually looks at the table, whereas Roth still looks at the ground when he plays a shot.
Fun fact, he also does a great Chewbacca.
Great Chewbacca and a great Arnie.
And Arnie, yeah.
Dave, can we get a Chewbacca? Oh, he did it way too quiet, we couldn't hear. I don't know about you, Dave, but I'm a big fan when Chewie goes off and he goes, blah, 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 blah. There's a few of them in a row. He's actually trying to talk.
It's amazing how many times I've actually seen Justin in matches where he hasn't looked settled, but the match, Frank always close.
Yeah, I'll actually take you back. I'll actually take you back to wow, it's a big break when he's dumped the white. I'll take you back to the Nationals when he played Gus to Georgia in the semis, and the match was close, but he was horrible as far as his standards. He was extremely unsettled. I mean, he did lose that match, but you're right. He's got the ability to hang tough when he's not at his best. But having said that, I don't know about him not being his best or his worst or whatever. The way these frames have gone, there's been a couple of misses from both players where it's just forced tactical frames.
Tell you what, this shot site will tell you whether Roth goes 6-4 straight away. This extraction comes out well. It's 6-4.
I'm surprised he's actually playing it off his shot. I didn't like that. I much prefer just stunning it, play the other one where you can guarantee the angle. You know, like
I do like that off the trip, but also if he makes any sort of full ball contact, he would have had that red in the bottom right corner if he didn't fall on it as well.
Has he got another angle here?
No, I think he just popped through here. So old angle does need to play the instruction well though. He doesn't want to be burying that red behind him anymore.
Okay, you're right, he's playing top through.
Yeah, that looks lovely. Yeah. This could be good JC. Do you play this straight into it? I think you play rail first.
I like cushion first again. Yeah. But here's the thing, like people look at cannons and go, I've just got to hit the ball. So for me, it's really easy to sit here and go, this is how you hit this ball, and you've still got to judge right. But for me, I want to hit this ball, this red, slightly less than quarter ball off the side right, so that way the white ball comes out. And he's actually hit it perfect. He's hit it perfect. He hit that. So he got that quarter ball. The white ball's come out. He's cleared the red. Got the right pace.
Great lesson at home, guys. Really good practice shot to play. Spend 5 minutes on it and just really work on the depth control.
Yeah. A lot of people think that he didn't hit that quarter ball. I reckon if we replay that, I think we'll see a pretty close to quarter ball contact there. That's a good shot too. I mean, it didn't look special, but it was all about just saying, you know what, I don't need to do anything fancy. Just give myself a good, decent shot at this with good cueing, no balls in the way of my hand. See how he's in between balls? Let's just say he doesn't punch down. He's got bridging issues.
That's a great lesson also. Whenever you're mapping your act, just make sure that you always have a look at, like, make sure you get your hand on the table. All good cueing, and this is clinical finish, and Roth is fine. So what, breaking one here, he's going to have just a lot of trouble.
Oh, it's 5-all. Oh, 6-4, sorry.
Still a long way to go to race 11, but Dave has really settled quite well.
Obviously that Chewbacca comment helped.
Dave Rothall is absolutely flowing at the moment. Who had him in the Calcutta, do you know?
I don't know, but I can...
Who had Dave in the Calcutta? Who had Sage? Okay.
Actually, Steve Jamison's probably sitting at home watching this right now, having a bat.
And he's come up dry.
Big break too, nothing down.
Yellows all day.
Yeah, yellow's a big chance to run here.
think you'll see him take the ball in the left middle and then take these two, like take the one down the rail, then take the one in the bottom right as well. Transition back up table. Actually, maybe not. He may use them as his last two balls. It is a little bit risky leaving him as his last two balls, just because, like I said, just because of the way these tables are playing, he may elect to take him straight away. No, he's gonna finish on because of black time that area.
I wouldn't be surprised if he plays the rail ball now, because it doesn't matter where he lands on the table. He's going to have choice of shot either middle.
Yeah. It is possible he takes one on the right middle. That right middle ball doesn't really link anywhere. There's nothing awkward spot to. But then again, he's coming through the line of the shot. And it is quite hard to jump these kind of shots to get on the ball in the top right as well.
I'll tell you what, Dave. Do you I don't think it does. Does you think that yellow passes down the bottom right in the middle of the table? I don't think it does it?
It does.
You reckon it does? Tell me that wasn't the way to go then. Play that yellow down bottom right, then play the awkward one you were talking about on the right middle, then play the one on the corner you just played, link to this one on the left, play to the one on the rail, links to the bottom one on there, and then you've got the black in the middle. It's all just roll-ins.
Yep. I tell you what though, he has gone a little bit awkward here. These don't link up as easy anymore.
That's what I mean. I don't know if that shot I was talking about was really on. I mean, that's a thin gap you got to go between them. But yeah, it's
always deceptive those shots, and also it's just a little bit of a kick.
Well, this can go wrong. This can go wrong.
Yeah. Why he's missed that? The reason why he's missed that because he's trying to hold, so he's trying to cheat the pocket a little bit. Cardinal mistake.
Yeah, he's tried to force himself on the yellow. Yeah. Sorry, on the red to hold the white.
The line wasn't quite there. Gotta remember, guys. Right. In the day, sometimes you just gotta take the medicine.
Oh, the medicine calls come out.
How you tackling this game?
Well, I'm actually looking at it. Actually, it's tricky. It's hard to link up.
I'm actually thinking I take the one in the bottom right first, then play the one in the left, in the bottom left corner, and then take the railer across on the right side.
But where does that link up to?
Well, if you take the railer across on the right hand side, just touch the left hand side to get you on the available on those two legs towards the middle.
Oh, he's trying to play. Oh, that's not good. That basically what that said there is have a frame.
Yeah. I tell you what, I think you can clear these bottom two straight away too.
Yeah, if he can get through to this bottom ball and be on the other one, he will play it immediately.
How are you playing this game? Are you just playing delicately, or are you going to try and stun into the red here?
It's hard for me to answer because I don't know the exact angle. The angle is important here. If there's an angle where you can stun past the first red,
I wonder if you can just rest on that red one on the bottom.
I think he's going to try and stun past it. Yeah, oh, there you go. Oh, you've missed it. He's definitely tried to pot that, folks, because obviously he pots that, he's on the ball to the right, it links to the ball in the middle, and it's all, how you going? Yeah, you're right, he looks a little frustrated even that the game's, maybe he wants the game to be more open and free-flowing and it hasn't worked out that way. It's not like either player's forced, it's just that the breaks have sometimes worked out where there's a lot of clustery balls, or there's a lot of balls on cushions. But what's ended up being a result of that is if a player misses a shot, then the counter attack has been to tie up the ball, the pocket or whatever, or tie up a ball, you know, and then suddenly you do get the tactical frame.
Is there an argument here for playing a little bit foul, yellow onto the red? Get control of both corners?
Well, given that he's on yellows, I don't think he's going to do. Oh, you mean yellow and red here?
Yeah. Or is he just going to chip there? I think you just chip it out. All your balls are in dangerous spots. You've got two ugly balls and plus the one on the top right.
I think you play it out. I mean, you've already got heaps of control. You don't need to give two and risk some crazy out happening.
It is true. I reckon you might see a bit of smotherage here.
I actually am not a fan of that shot Justin's just played. I would much rather that be sitting like on the black spot. You know, where that big dot is in the middle of the table. I'd much rather sitting there. It's really accessible from anywhere. Goes in nearly every pocket.
Playing that front, if he does choose to play front, he will lose the yellow a little bit to the right side too. But I think
20 seconds.
What's going on here? What's he doing here?
Smother, I think. The containing shot.
Oh, that's not good.
I have seen that, and that's a very common mistake that's happened all weekend, that shot being underhit.
Yeah, and look, think if Justin's going to win this match, this is a commitment he needs to make right now and get.
Well, that red's just sit nicely as well to play the plant.
Yeah, you can play it off reds first, and then there's no way that. Yeah, there's no way you can't be on the other yellow. It's a good pot. And I know the pot didn't look difficult, but it's more the white ball there. Like, it's easy to just drop that in and leave the white short, but the important part there is to get the white ball across far enough to link this to the next yellow after this shot.
Absolutely. You don't want to leave a soldier at the top.
And there you go, he's perfect now. Just have to drop this in, and I'm pretty sure he'll either play direct off red or cushion first.
Well, he's just got a little bit more angle than he wants.
I think he can drop it in just like, you know, you can just play a little soft screw. I think he can just hold. You're right, I was a little overzealous on it being perfect. There is more angle in.
I think the problem with that is that he's going to have a bit of angle. A bit of angle on the plant too. He's going to be playing a little bit blind.
You know what? More I look at this, more I think it's hard to hold, and that's what he's actually trying to use the red to hold.
Still has full control here.
Yeah, he's got the shot to nothing double coming up here. Well, I shouldn't show shot to nothing because the white ball, he would need to stun it into the.
Yeah, he would have to like play push first and probably stun into the red, I guess. Like play a delicate little shot.
Yeah, actually, it's not easy. It's not easy.
It's unfortunate that red's there. Otherwise, it would be a really nice opportunity to play a triple.
Do you just half ball this to centre table, like near the left middle, and take the white ball to the bottom cushion and say, well,
I think that's probably better.
yeah, have some. Yeah, well, he's actually gone the other way, but it's the same principle. You know what I mean?
Dave has a great opportunity to at least move out one of his dead balls. The ball that's just on the middle of the back cushion. Probably just doubling this ball out, maybe tripling the ball out and trying to get a snooker from both balls. If he does leave it on the bottom cushion, he will block off the one rail escape to pot the ball over the middle. He will have to go off the left side. In this situation, you really want. Hang on, maybe he might just cover that yellow. I don't think so. I don't think it's really necessary to save. I'm surprised he's not playing that other red, the red in the middle.
That's a good. He actually wanted to disturb the ball on the side cushion there, but he's played the snooker on both balls.
I personally would have run down the bottom. I like just doubling that out, putting more pressure on, getting a snooker that way. Just get the ball into more of a dangerous spot.
I mean, at the end of the day, cool total. Just get out of this, bump it. It's not really any different as far as yellow is concerned. You're still in a good spot. And Jack Hunter's actually just informed me that Mikey Catchall looks at the ground as well when he cues. Is that true, mate? Does Mikey look at the ground?
Oh, his head's pretty low. No, not as drastically.
What's going on with you South Australians? No wonder you aren't winning national titles anymore. He's looking at the ground when you're playing shots. No, you can't see. See, this is what I've been talking about. They're forcing one another to play tied up frames because they're in trouble.
We do actually have an opportunity there to play the black towards the bottom right pocket. With the fan, leave the white on the bottom cushion, snooping and then the one on the left side, forcing him to really take on that long yellow.
He wanted that in. He wanted that in.
Are you trying to just double this yellow on towards the black, or the red on towards the black, get a snooker? I think it's a little bit too wide.
Honestly, I'm probably going to bump this, the red that's below the black direct, and I'm going to try and bump it more to the left side. Try and just cannon, just try and cannon the other red to cut off the yellow completely. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care if Justin can pot that yellow at the top as long as I can get myself in a position where I can kick them all out. I'm not sure what he's doing here. But I'm not going to question this bloke's. He's played for that, folks. It's not a fluke, he's played for that.
I think he wanted to do that.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, let's say he misses that and that's where the white ball is. What do you do if you're Justin? Everyone's just going, oh yeah, just drop that in, screw off the yellow, land flat on the black. Well, no, that's a tough shot.
I'll tell you what Justin would have done. He would have popped the yellow and then he would have played a red down the pocket.
Absolutely would have. If I'm Roth, I'm actually not unhappy that's gone in. I'm still playing the shot I said earlier. Probably can't play it from this angle.
You double that towards the middle still.
Yeah.
I'm just getting the ball and going this ball.
Wow, okay. He's actually basically said, you know what, Justin? Yeah, I don't rate you to take this on. It's too dangerous. And I want you to take it on, though, because I want the risk associated with it to get you in trouble at 6'4" down.
And mentally, I think it's a really great shot because not only is just not quite being on his level, but he's 6'4" down, he's
You know,
do have a lot of second guessing about what you're going to do.
I'll tell you a bloke that will take this shot on every day of the week. That will be Jake. He will always screw up the rail and take this on. I've seen him do it so often it annoys me. You give him the challenge and he says, I'll accept that, thanks. But Justin says, no, I'll just push your red down there and make sure that we don't finish at any time fast soon. Anytime fast soon. Is that like a sentence? Anytime fast soon. That's a new one.
How about you like this chicken, like cutting this red thing and trying to push the back to the bottom cushion?
Say again?
How about you just chop this red thing and just try and go full ball, run the wide off the red.
I like it. I like it. No, I thought he was going to play the shot you just said, but he just said, no, I'm going to pot this red. We may be looking at a full blast out coming up shortly. Oh, let me show you. Actually, probably not this. No.
What I do, I still like doubling this ball out like down the bottom and then just chipping one of the reds across to smother it up there.
He's going to already play the shot, but I was going to say, it's not going to happen now, but I was going to say pop this ball on the bottom right and come just past the red he's cleared, punch the red, his head's in the way, above the yellow, going above the yellow, into the side rail, into the other red, stun into the one that's above, like it's near the black, and clear them all open. I know that was like a real mouthful, but it was very on. It was very there, but it was really, obviously you're relying on 3 balls going in different directions and all landing nice.
You did lose this one. Great. Oh no.
Oh, this is a disaster. That is what's known as a full disaster. You need to go back to the other view there. Yeah, I don't either. Justin's. I've never seen anyone so fast snooker so fast in my life. So 6-5. Race to 11, folks. We're basically halfway there. It's been going for 2 hours, isn't it? 2 hours. And some.
This is definitely a match for the purists.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's been one of those ones where they've tried to commit to an out, it's not worked out for whatever reason, and then the other guy's gone into survival mode, and I think because both of them are actually quite strong tactically, they're playing the tactical shot well, where they're smothering well, they're doing it precisely, and so the other guy's having to react and play a very good shot in return, and suddenly you've just got, you know, like long frames. Me personally, I've been entertained by it. I liked it, but there's probably a bunch of guys sitting home going, "Oh, this is crap. You know, why aren't they potting out?" Blah 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 blah.
This is also what a lot of things which goes on looking into finding a good player is being able to play both styles of games.
Yeah, I think we haven't seen heaps of that this weekend on the stream tables where they've taken this long to play, say, 11 frames, but we're in the final now, and like I said, these tables are playing tough. Both these guys are methodical. They play the table well, the conditions well.
And they're just not taking unnecessary risk because you just, as you were saying, like, balls near rails, they're just so tough to pot.
Yeah.
They really are. And especially, I mean, even if you keep hitting them in practice, they're tough to pot, but when you're under this kind of pressure as well, it's not so easy to execute.
Now, I'll tell you, I don't know if anyone's noticed, because obviously when you're setting up the balls, the person's back's in the way of the shot, but this triangle, it's like a Mack truck. It's twice the height of the balls. When you put the balls in there, you actually have to like dive in there to see them.
Back out of your driveway.
But it racks the balls really good. Good break. Oh, he's been touch unfortunate. Actually, did he get kicked in or was it just a direct float down to that corner? Look at the yellows, Dave.
You have a choice of either here. It really doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. You take yellow. I don't think the red goes inside the yellow on the right side, so I'm taking yellows, mate. And if Roth takes reds, right, if he takes reds, I am going to take this headset off. I'm going to sit it down. I'm going to walk off for the rest of this match. All right?
I see. They linked reasonably well.
Do you see the confidence level I'm showing here?
Come on, Roth. You can do it. Damn it.
I'm the man. Yeah, it got kicked in. The white got kicked in. It was pretty stiff, that break.
He actually controlled it really nicely.
Yeah, he controlled it awesome. Yeah, I don't like this. I'd rather be punted direct.
I hope he's not going to try and screw up with it.
Yeah, just hit it high side. Just drop it in dead weight. Let this be. Let yourself link. Yeah, that's a good shot. Play that as the ball to the left rail.
The only reason why I didn't really like yellows is just the link up with the bottom to get to the black. It's just a little bit awkward.
Well, mate, how could you have liked reds when the red wasn't on? I'm just saying.
Sorry, I thought that yellow was on the lip. I thought you meant on side.
I think if the red had been on, he would have taken him. He's actually perfect here. He can screw right up the rail.
Do you play that way, or do you play the one on the right side? Because the transition from the left ball to the right ball and then to the black, you're always going to finish on the left, but you're always going to finish on the left and you're going to slow.
No, I like it. You're not always. No, you're not. You're not. Unless you over-screw it. So if you can get right on the rail here, right on the rail or wide of it, so he's wide of it. This is good. This is nice. So let's exactly lands on the black spot or slightly lower. He's got the stun up the table, and even if he goes a little higher than that, then he plays off the back rail and plays with the touch of the left hand side and squares it up the table. You know what? I think he's going to land on a dime here. Yeah. Black spot is the aim here. If you can land on that black spot, you're flying. And that is, Jesus, that looks short. I actually think he's hit that a bit low. I think he'll do that more centre and punch it. Make the white ball ping a bit. Because he took all the pace out of the white by hitting it low. Tell you if he pots this though, because he's got it up the top, Yeah, calculated because he knew there's a big pocket up top end. Kenny, it's Kenny's time now to do a stack. Yeah. I actually like punching this because if you try and hit it soft, you always undercut it. So I like to punch this. Perfect.
Great shot.
So I'm saying he's punched that. He hasn't allowed any table movement to get involved. He said, you know, I'm accurate.
Be fine, especially when you're in a really tight tense match. When you have just going off and then they get a cheap frame. It's just like you've like worked so hard to win frames and they just get cheap frames. I've also had a couple of those.
Yeah. It's his energy food because he expected this match to be over. Has been a long match, folks, so appreciate those who stuck with it. I mean, Your average race to 11 is probably anywhere in between 1.5 and 2.5 hours, let's say. Your average.
So Roth has been breaking off. He's using a lot of time.
Okay, so
Yes, we can tell him that's really
this red ball near the black, problem ball. I think it passes the middle though, but you've got to get precise on it. And then the black's a problem. So
I think you have to play that instead. You can use the ball with the black spot. Half ball line using stun.
just do it right now, Dave. Tee off. Play long range, you just go off.
How about it's angle from the ball in the middle? Use the ball in the middle and then come off the bottom cushion and then go into the black.
I don't like that because you probably, unless you hit black left, right side, you're pushing it into the yellow and maybe kill it. So I don't like that.
That's true. It really is an awkward spot to really get a good extract. Because even if you extract from the side, the red's going to come into that towards the ball as well. Down the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I think the line, if you hit it hard enough, it'll go inside it and back the bottom row.
If you get that far enough, then you can play the other red up and top side.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah. So, is that on? I don't think so.
No, I don't get his either.
I was thinking,
You was thinking, oh yeah?
yeah. Good day, mate. Sorry, guys, I've been mumbling as per usual.
No, we're adjusting to conditions. We are. It's like these tables where we've had to adjust the conditions. Dan always pulls the microphones away from our face because they need to be further away, whereas yours need to be close. So that's always overstunned.
He's got down this pretty quickly.
No,
hasn't he?
he's
I
doing.
just haven't looked.
I don't know if you've ever watched Robbo.
The
Where he
Robbo,
does that.
yeah.
The Robbo gay stance. He did that, and
The half shot.
not that there's anything wrong with being gay. Sorry, folks. Politically correct and all that. We are here at qball.tz. We're TZ today.
Honestly controlled.
Oh, you cop that all day.
I tell you what. I
He
think
might be perfect. He might be perfect for the run through onto the black here.
I don't think there's any value in that, Jamie, because you're pushing it to the rail, but there's no value because it doesn't pass the yellow.
I'll tell you what. I'm happy to cop a double.
I'm thinking I go red in the middle, double red, double black.
Why not just get a can on the black right now, the rail, and go out?
Because the black would just go the rail and you have to double it anyway.
But you just said 2 doubles.
Yeah. So you pop this.
I'm playing 1 double. I wasn't on anyway. Never mind.
So this, yeah, double this one. I thought he was going to hold for the other red in the middle, and then play the red that's next to the black, double that, and then stun back for a double in the black again.
Yeah. Okay.
I tell you what though, he may have a run through line though.
I think he's got there a stun run through line.
Yeah.
He's got to punch it and stun run through.
If he finishes high on the red, he may be able to get underneath the black. But even still, it's still awkward, isn't it?
No, he's going your way, Dave. He's going to play the double.
In the pike position.
In the pike position. Oh, he's missed that by a mile. I saw that a second it left the queue.
It looked wide.
And
I still would have preferred to play the other red though, just because he has those 2 awkward balls on the left hand side.
Yeah.
Just putting more pressure on him.
I agree. Jonathan Jones, not sure if you've just tuned in and you've had some serious gear, but names are on the screen, just on the table there, mate. But either way, thanks for tuning in. But yes, the final is between Justin Sage and Dave Rothall.
And that's a really good containing shot there, because he's blocked off the double. I'm not sure if that was intentional or he just wanted to play a safe white. He maybe left with just a long double here. No, I don't think
Mate,
it was
he's
something.
actually jacked here. There's nothing going on.
He's got a long double for coverage at the top.
Yeah, that's
think-
about all.
I think you try and
Do
play
you
this
really want to
thinner.
open the black up here? Seriously?
You have no choice though, Jamie.
No, I like the side cushion, trying to hit the ball at the top.
Yeah, true.
A lot of the left-hand side. Oh no, he got a massive
Massive
kick
kick.
off that. That was a massive kick.
Kicked it straight.
Yeah, but it killed the pace.
Yeah. So you get on the new kickless chalk.
No, this is what I'm saying. I don't rate these Pro Cup balls, sorry, but they're just rubbish. They're heavier, they rack differently. I don't like them. Sorry. No, I'm serious.
Jamie's just a hater.
I am a hater of the Pro Cup balls. In fact, hey, I will say, I spoke to someone who I believe is worthy of mention, and that was Mick Hill, and he doesn't like them either. He doesn't like the Pro Cup balls either.
I don't understand why they have to make the balls heavier. When we're what we're used to.
I think it's because there's more paint on the red ones, so they're heavier. Because they're darker. Good shot.
Yeah, he's controlled that really nicely. Didn't want to fall straight. Just that little bit of angle just to make everything nice and easy on this finish.
Important he finishes relatively straight though on this yellow. I love the way he played that because he widened the angle by pulling it more to the right hand side of the table.
Played for a choice of 2 here. Surprised he didn't want to screw back just a little bit more.
I don't think he cares. He feels like it kills
see
Brady.
the
Back that table. Good. What's going on
But
here?
the Rack's ball's really good.
Apparently they don't matter anymore. Oh, good break. Oh, he's been touch unfortunate. Actually, did he get kicked in or was it just a direct float down out of that corner?
This is what your protege is doing.
Danny, you seeing this, mate?
There we go.
Oh, that wiped its feet. See this, Dan? This is why he's still #1, mate, because Kenny's still a bit trigger happy on the mouse. He's just randomly, he's got his right hand, he's randomly just flailing around the screen with the mouse.
There's so many buttons in front of him, and he's just trying to find out what every single one does.
He is just flailing.
Kenny, gotta lift your game, mate.
Just waiting for that next hit.
Slipping.
He's like a drug addict, he's waiting for that next hit.
Just keeps refreshing the views.
How many views have I got? He's refreshed that view list, I think, at least 104 times this match. 1 a minute.
It's a large break there from Justin. And he will definitely be taking rounds.
Can you imagine how well Justin would play if he opened his eyes? And this is a good opportunity. I'm no fashion king, but seriously, what's going on with that footwear and those ankle tight pants? Look at this. What's going on here? What is this? Karen, I know you're watching. Can you teach your son a bit of dress sense, please?
Hey,
Come on.
don't knock the loafers, mate.
No, I can't cop them.
I got tons of them. Love them.
I don't know. You know what? I'm alright with the shoes. They look alright, I guess. But I'm not a fan of the ankle hugging pants. I can't do them. Mind you, though, my calves are the size of the San Andreas, so it probably doesn't make me look any good. But
What's the plan here, Jamie? Is you going to take the railer next? Are you going to top who for the railer? Doesn't really want to leave that ball to last.
20 seconds.
If you can avoid it. Right? Yeah, that's
no, I
right,
like this.
okay.
Just run
Yeah.
through. Just run through.
I thought he was eyeing off the ball in the bottom right corner there.
Dave, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
How did you make the quarters? Semis? Semis?
I just had the softest draw in history.
How
I
did you
think.
make the semis? How did I not make anything? I'm doing everything right here. I'm calling all the right things. What's going on?
Jamie,
Come on, mate.
after my Anzac draw, I think I was due for a good draw.
That's fair.
My last 5 tournaments is like superstar, star, superstar, star, superstar, one after the other.
Actually, I had nowhere to go today. Obviously, I've drawn Dallin. He's given me some touch-ups.
I tell you what,
And I thought, I'm a bit stiff not to draw one of the other 25 blokes in the room that doesn't have a name as such. And Jake goes, hey, be thankful you didn't draw me for a change. I had nowhere to go.
I tell you what, it was always risky leaving it there, leaving that ball last.
Come on, Dave, this is
No,
fine.
because the railer, you really wanted to be getting tight on that. You really wanted to be getting close to your work to pop that railer.
Mate, this is fine. I'm saying he pots this. I know what you're saying. You want to be 2 foot behind it rather than 4. He's missed it.
Telling you, mate. Telling you.
Yeah, it's in everyone's head though.
That is true.
If we're playing on tables that are more open, you don't even think about missing that.
But also, you can cue those in though. That's the thing. You can hit them with confidence. And this table and that table, if you try and punch that in, that is so difficult.
So now Ross faced with the same challenge. He's got the ball on the side cushion that he needs to deal with.
He does have options nearby though, for a little extraction.
Well, this shot in particular, there's nothing nearby.
Well,
He needs to make one good opening pot.
Well, I think he plays the one in the middle, comes through the gap, comes out mid-table. He'll have an option to either play the top left off the bottom cushion extraction, or he may have angle to play the ones on the right-hand side. He's
What
got
about this? No, that's Bubba's now.
Needs a kiss.
He scratches the back of his
Needs a
head and
kiss.
says thank you
he's
for
had a
landing fat.
He's had a result there.
You should have seen him, like, you couldn't see it on screen, but he's like, played the shot, missed the can, then his hand goes to the back of his head, like, oh God, what have I done?
Is this real life?
He's like, and then he's gone, and his head comes down as he gets the can and goes, oh, what a shot.
It's that. I was playing that.
He's like, I'm a rocket scientist, I'm a genius. I look at the ground when I cue balls. So you're not even see his eyes here. Look at this, what's going on here? You can't even see his eyes.
Oh, he's
Bubba's-
miscued. Wow.
Hang on, you know what? This is not as easy as it looks.
I think it is, Jamie.
You think it is?
I think it plants.
You think it's that easy to cut this thin? You think it's that? See, even Justin's like, you kidding me, aren't you? But no, honestly, Justin's like, oh, you beauty, I got it at the table. That's what he's really thinking. I reckon this
Oh,
is
he is
tough.
hampered. He is hampered.
I reckon this is
Nah,
tough.
I think he's okay here.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh. Actually,
bit cheated.
to be fair though, he hit that pretty thick, so you're right, it wasn't that difficult. But it just looked dodgy on screen.
And same pocket, or you just playing for the middle here, Jamie?
Nah, play for the middle. Don't do anything fancy. What would I know? It's times like that I just want to go out there and like spear tackle the bloke that just makes me look like an imbecile. Like just Goldberg him straight through the opposite table over the other side of the room.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Dave-
just drop it and play for me. Wow, round the ankles, bang.
I don't think Dave really needed to go the extraction there on that particular shot. He's just not enough control over it.
I just don't think it was the right time to go to the
Yeah.
extraction. He could have played it and come like back centre table. Like I said, he would have the two right balls even if he just drops behind it and backs himself to drop it in, you know. But it's because the mindset is, oh, they don't go down the rail easy. You change your game.
Try and deal with it as soon as possible. Jacko, shout out to the Jacko.
He said Rob's struggling because he's snookered by his own eyebrows.
Oh, Wacko Jacko, you're a legend, mate. It's a great break, Brahma. Well-controlled break. These yellows are looking pretty.
I don't see what's so good about yellows here. Dave, I'd go reds for a challenge. I'd say, you know what? I'm awesome. I'm just going to layer up and go reds. But in reality, I'm going yellows.
Still requires a little bit of planning here. That ball in the middle of the table is just a little bit of an awkward spot, just because that ball on the left side is a little bit tricky. Ideally, he probably wants to play that as a plant.
Mate, no. There's no plans here.
Oh, hang on. No.
Once again, how did you make the semis?
Oh no, he can just stand out here and then play in the bottom left corner.
Mate, come on.
No? He's going to play middle. I feel like he's going to fall the wrong side, isn't he?
No, I think he's going to come through this. I think he's going to come through it and get back centre table. Like this. This is good.
Oh, okay.
Because you can pinch the pocket.
Yeah, sorry. I thought the yellow was further down over the pocket. I didn't think he could hold that so easily.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. We got the side on. Look at the side on view.
Bloody amateurs.
Let's leave the side on view for a little bit or something. There we go. Oh, this is perfect.
What
that?
am I dealing with here?
Obviously not Dan.
No.
Kenny's still on his training wheel.
Sometimes I just wish I had someone I could commentate with.
Yeah, that's a horrible position, mate.
Yeah, look, he's not straight enough on this.
Still requires one good positional shot. The black isn't as acceptable.
We'll get you to flick back the other angle here though, Kenny, because the next transitional angle is important.
Mm-hmm.
And he you know what, he wants to get... Actually, what's wrong with getting through to the ball on the bottom right first and swinging around the angles just like Justin did the shot before and he went out? Like this. This is...
Yeah, you play for an area here.
He's got a choice of both.
Especially if the black passes in the left middle, then yeah, I definitely like taking this ball in the middle of the table first.
Okay, so he just pointed with his cue. He's obviously played this bottom ball. He's going to swing around off 2 with some right hand side. Got to be careful that you don't understun this, otherwise you go into the yellow.
Would you take the ball next to the black now?
I don't reckon it's on.
Okay.
No, I reckon he's going 2.
Yeah, definitely 2.
You can't understun this.
Doesn't want to leave it on the cushion too.
Yeah, he's played it well.
He's a kiss.
Played it well.
Nice shot. Well controlled.
May play for top right here if it's not on the middle.
Could we get the side on view there?
Side on view's not going to tell us jack here.
It looks like he's just slightly off straight, so you might have to top 3 and play the black in the middle, or screw with a little bit of right hand side.
Or just roll it in and play it the top right.
Yeah, I don't like top right, Jamie.
You don't like
personally.
the top right.
Just because of these tables.
But you're just going to punch it in. It's no different.
Yeah, true.
You're backing yourself. You're backing your queuing.
I feel like you're just putting too much
You're right.
pressure
He's
on
playing
the
at
shot.
top and right left hand side.
Nicely controlled.
Just on.
Yeah, it's on the middle.
Hey, it ink him.
Isn't that why I said in the first place?
I just don't. It doesn't look.
Played in the left middle.
Doesn't look on. Oh, it looks on now. Yeah, okay. That red's miles away from the middle.
Well, it was the periscope when you needed it, mate.
Mate, I just a little bit of tunnel vision there from the solid.
Yep.
And look, a good response because Justin just keeps begging back, doesn't he? He won't go away. Ross basically dominated the scoreboard. He's been in front all match. Justin's leveled it a couple of times, and Ross just said, "Nah, come on, mate, come on. I need to maintain that lead."
Ross just been, he's just managed to, every time that Justin's made a little bit of a run, he's just been able to find the answers at the moment.
We just got a really good view there of the truck rack. It really is heavy duty.
It's 8-7.
Big break from Justin. That's off chops, that
He's
break.
dry,
Oh,
though,
how's he not
with the
pot a
black
ball
in.
there?
Wow.
And he walks away with a little scratch. And a little mutter to himself.
Tell you what, Justin's been incredibly unfortunate with his break.
He has. He's broken huge, hasn't he? He's
Every
not
time
been potting the ball.
he's either gone dry, every time he's gotten the ball, he's gone in off. Or he's been kicked in off.
I'll tell you something interesting though. Jimmy Dell's probably recognised to have one of the biggest breaks in the country, and he didn't have heaps of joy with the break most of the tournament.
Now, I was having a chat with Jimmy before the semis, and he was saying like, yeah, I'm getting balls a reasonable amount of time, but he said he's putting everything into it. But yeah, I've commonly seen most of the opponents. Oh, does he have an angle? Does he have a gap there? Does he have to play an
Tell you what, if he
extraction?
does, the extraction is the shot. No,
No,
apparently
definitely.
not. Ooh, maybe he does.
Yeah, that does look like it's on from there, doesn't it? Maybe it's tired. Plays this slowly and he's going to use the bottom ball to do it.
No, that went easy. I'm
I
shocked.
tell you what, Jamie, does that yellow pass the pot in the middle off the red?
Yeah, good call.
You may actually just need to get position on it.
But
It's not angled.
you're not doing it off this ball. You have to do it off the other ball. You have to stun high and then come back behind it.
You know, I think he can screw. If he hit this sweet enough, I still think he can get the line.
He's got to give it a bit though. I think it'll throw too wide. I really do.
Yeah, he's having another look at it. I think he might be right. It's going to be close.
The thing is, when you screw back and you've got to put a bit of pace, it's going to shift to the right, then go back.
There is an argument not to play for it now and just get position off the other one.
This is better. I like this more.
Is he hampered at all?
Nah, he's okay. Go back the other view, mate. Yeah, he's got slightly. Oh, wow, okay. He's actually
Just have
horrible.
to screw this with a bit of
Do you
left,
think,
I
do you
think.
think he just plays the extraction now?
Nah, I still
Still get behind
I
it?
think I still get behind it.
No, he's gone the extraction, missed it. The danger involved in it.
I'll
And
tell you what, can he play it off the red? Oh, I don't think he can. He could have played it off the red over the middle and then try and get a little extraction that
mate,
way.
how's the top spin shot right through behind the yellow?
Say again?
Do you reckon his angle's there? The top spin right through.
Nah, I think because the harder you hit these, the wider it throws.
Okay,
Just can't
okay,
get
how
up
about
on it.
this then? Play this yellow in the middle, run through and give yourself an angle to swing off 2 rails, maybe 3 if you include the back rail in behind the yellow off your last ball. That's not enough angle, I don't think.
Honestly, Jamie, I don't think he could have done much better than that, because if you rolled through, it looked like he was pretty much straight on that.
So I've just been given the mail that Justin has actually come from behind in both finals, and this one will be no different. Well, we're yet to see if it will be any different, but
What's with New South Wales coming from behind all the time?
I'm not sure about the Go Blues call. We haven't seen a lot of winning from the Blues. And look
I'll
at
tell
this
you
shot.
what,
He's jacked up and he's found the in-off.
Wow.
You know what?
Well, yeah, actually, we haven't seen a lot of New South Wales that have actually played for their own state.
New South Capital Western Queensland. Do I forget his states? Yeah, Western. New South Western Queensland Capital Territory. Hang on. I think that's right. New South Western Northern Queensland Capital Territory.
Do you reckon he plays the ball in the middle now and just pushes the other red across a little bit more, just to help have a linking ball towards that ball in the top right? Or do you
Apparently
think
not,
it
mate.
matters?
Apparently not, mate. I think he wanted to come back further. I think he wanted to just play the other one, the right middle next, and just drop onto that red. And
So yeah, his angle might not be too bad to place up in the top left. And just float down and get quite close to that ball in the
it's
top
important
left.
that one floats now and then, mate.
Not sure what his plan's been here.
I'll tell you what,
Jamie.
if this doubles on, you play this with right-hand side. It doesn't matter if you don't pop the ball, as long as it's accessible, and then you actually have not a bad clearance.
It's actually not a bad option here to not even consider taking the double on, just get it in play and just control the wide here. You don't really need to get this close.
As long as you just pull the wide out from behind the yellow, he's screwed off it.
Wow.
Justin just said, you know what, I'm a genius. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Nah, that's a confident shot. I mean, if that jaws and goes the rail, he looks like a fool. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, it's a really confident shot.
Bit of left-hand side off 2 rails, take the ball on the bottom. No?
Now this
Now he's layup.
ooh, isn't that interesting? He's chosen to use that as the layup shot. He's chopped it up. He's just overhit it slightly, but I think he's still okay.
Yeah. Well, this next shot is the key, isn't it?
Well, you can see
He
it.
needs to make sure he has a nice angle to come up table. Doesn't want to
Oh,
get too
Jesus,
straight.
Jesus, no, he's okay.
What is he?
No, you know what this is? This is a punch hard off 2. Swing it round.
I think I'm screwing this with bottom right, or maybe stunning it. I don't think I'm running through it.
No, he plays the 4 shot really well. I think he'll force it off 2.
Screw it.
No, you're right. Oh, a lot of reverse side.
Doesn't want
Catches
to jaw
the
though.
jaw. Catches the jaw. You can see the shadow, so it's not on the rail.
I have to say, when he did play
There
that
you go.
with controlling balls, oh, it's still is audible. Well, he's going to commit to this for sure.
What
Yeah.
makes you say that, mate?
Just because I think. No, but what I mean is, like, as in, he's trying to try and get the white ball back towards the ball.
Yeah, great. Great shot. It's a good pot. Very good pot.
Confidently played. Right on the ball.
So 8 all now. Whoa.
We're just on the drunken focus there, guys.
Yeah. No,
That's what pool looks like when you're drunk.
we've got new technology. That was through the eyes of solid. That's why I can't play the game. That's pretty much what I see when I'm trying to pot. So 8 all now. Another big break. And not surprised, guess who's messaging me? Dax Bosley.
Daka.
What an imbecile that bloke has turned into over the years.
Tell you
With all
what,
this sprouting on and carrying on.
there's an absolute cracker there from Roth. And this is
Haven't even seen the bloke play a decent frame of 8 ball in the last 6 years. Turns up, plays for New South Wales, gets in the team by default, chokes every second he gets. Dax, I think you need to retire, mate. Let's be fair to you. You and me are on the same scale. Both should be in retirement.
Dax, man. Good to see you tuning in.
No, mate, don't give him any praise. Alright? Dax and I have a you must bag him out at all costs relationship.
I do have noticed that. Confidently played there from Roth.
It's hard to actually split these two blokes, mate. They're both cueing the ball confidently. They're both believing their ability.
I'm calling now, so I think it's going to be a hill.
Or, you know what?
It probably deserves to be.
Yeah, it does. I mean, if this red goes in the right middle, I'm pretty confident. So it's all going to be about getting on black meat and potting it.
I tell you what, do you want to clear that ball in the right middle? Just because you have to get relatively straight to get tight on that black.
I want to get on it now, off this shot.
Oh no, I like this. So you take the take right corner, left corner, and then take right middle. At least that way you're more on the line of the shot.
What?
So you're going to take
You got to
this.
get high on this though.
Yeah, you can stun out from this. Then you can pot this one, left bit of right hand side.
You're talking about potting this ball here. You've got to get high on this though. Like you've got to get relatively high to drop it in.
Yep.
I don't think you're stunning this. You've got to actually play the run through. Yeah.
Yes. I meant stun off the side cushion,
But
man.
this is what I'm saying, mate. I don't think. See where the wide is right now? That's the perfect line, right? That's the perfect line. You can't get that line, I don't think, from your shot.
You don't think you can hold the touch right hand side
I
here?
think you can actually drag it in with right. I don't think you can stun it with right. I think it's too thin. I think you've actually got to drag it in and let the right pull it up the table.
Just hit it sweet.
And if he lands right where he's killing you right now, it's a great shot. See, he couldn't hold that line.
Yeah, he did decent on that though.
Yeah, and
There
he
was
also
no
had no
side,
side on it.
yeah.
But I don't know, I didn't like that route.
Do you run through and just play for a double now? I think it's probably the safest option.
No, you load this up with a shitload of right hand side.
Yeah, I think you're going into towards that yellow.
No, hang on, what am I talking about? You punch this off 3 with right hand side, extract the black. No, I'm just kidding.
Just past ball?
Yeah. No, he's just playing to,
No.
he's backing himself to pot it. You know what, honestly, that's the right shot. You don't have to play for some fancy double or anything. And at the end of the day, if this doesn't drop, it provides decent coverage for the hardest yellow on the table.
True. And you're
So,
guaranteed to have it over the hole as well.
yeah. I hate using the term inner over because your mind can tell you that it's okay to do that when really inner over is unacceptable in most, especially if you're committing to a potting a black. It's in.
No,
And that is in
that's not in
over
these
the
tables.
hole. It's in over.
That's a great example, ladies and gentlemen, how tough these tables play. Normally, especially at that pace, on most tables that will
Yeah, it
definitely
will drop.
drop, you know, play at pocket weight. But on these tables, there is zero chance that drops. Unless there's a roll
Yeah.
or a headbutt.
Or a head. And you know what? I actually think the snooker on the ball in the bulk area is actually a shot here.
Absolutely.
The up and down's hard.
Mm-hmm.
2 rails not really there.
Just smack in the railer and go down. Wow, it's very surprising Justin hasn't seen that.
No, he's seen it. Trust me, he's seen it. He's just thinks he
Ooh,
knows a better
has he
shot.
gone through the gap?
What a
Ooh,
great
that's
shot.
nice.
That is a great shot. Yes, he sacrificed one of his balls to play that shot for the greater good, but
Well controlled shot.
there's no getting out of this, I don't think.
No,
So his off might just tuck in behind this. But what damage will it do?
good man. Thanks, mate. Cheers, mate. Courtesy of Long Dang.
Long Dang has just brought us over a beer. What a man.
What a legend.
The myth.
The man, the moment.
legend. The man that you see on Facebook making more comments than anyone else in Australia. And I can tell you right now, Justin was screaming for a touching ball there.
Mm-hmm. Free shot at taking those 2 balls out.
Now,
Still a lot of work to do here, Justin.
oh yeah, he's by no means out of the woods. Oh, do you know, wish Steve Woods was playing? That would have been a great pun there, wouldn't it?
Who's that?
If Steve Woods was playing, then I had to say he's not out of the woods yet.
Ooh, is he too wide there? Is his angle too wide?
Do you know what I like here, honestly, Dave? I like to play the stun to get dead in line with the yellow on the side or the bottom of the 2, bump it out and rest on the other one and cut the up and down on. But never mind anymore. He's committing. This is a tough out to commit to. I'm going to make the call right now, Dave. If he gets this out, he'll win the match.
There is an option if you can cut this across, come twice across, and you can play the ball on the left middle and use that as an extraction. Use that to extract the ball up on the top right. I don't think there's any way he's ever going to play on that ball, in my opinion, just because there's no ball that guarantees him getting nice and neat on it.
So you don't think he'll try and play on the ball at the top?
I don't think so.
I think he has to. You play for an extraction on that, you don't get it. You get one chance, basically, and you're gone if you don't get it.
True. Normally I would, from a personal standpoint, normally I always would play on the position on that ball. It's the kind of shot, if you're right behind it, you back yourself to pot it. But on these tables, if you're hitting a little bit blind, that is a very, very tough shot.
He's going to do it, I'm telling you. He's going to play for position on it. He has to. He's going to screw off this. He's going to find himself an angle to stun off side cushion just past the bulk line and in behind the yellow. In between black and bulk line is the perfect line to stun into.
And he'll stun off the cushion and go towards the yellow from the cushion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So in between the bulk line and the black, that's where you want to hit the cushion. That's a good angle. That's a very good angle. So, when I didn't play the game as aggressively, I always used to try and pick the gap between yellow and black and land neat on the rail. And it is a million times harder than playing the stun off the side rail and in behind it. But these are, that's a great shot. So he's found the gap in between yellow and black. Just probably not quite hard enough. It makes his pot much harder.
And also, by coming off the side cushion, you're coming back through the line of the shot that you want.
You're moving into the angle that you want, yeah. But these are all things that you learn with experience.
Absolutely. Those little subtleties make such a big difference.
And this is why when people watch cue ball TV, if they're watching and saying, this is how I'd play this shot, and then the guy plays a different way, you can go, okay, gee, they play it better than what I would have done it, and then you learn.
It's a very tough shot, ladies and gentlemen.
On these tables, tough shot.
It's gone in. Ooh, did that rattle?
It rattled. I'll tell you, Justin's actually found a way to make them in. You know what I mean? He's finding ways to make them.
Yeah.
But yeah, take nothing away from him.
That's a quality finish.
He's playing with accuracy. You know, I said to call Dave, if he made that out, he was going to win the match.
Okay.
I made that call before he even committed to that, or as he committed to it, because I thought it was a tough out.
It's a big finish.
And I don't care what environment you're playing that out. Even if you're in practice, that's a hard out.
Oh yeah.
That's a tough out.
Absolutely. Especially at 8-all.
Especially when you're playing blind. Like, you can't even see.
You sure he's not like 1/16th Asian or something?
I think he's 2/16. 1/8.
1/8, you mean? Justin's gone for a toilet break to hold his own momentum.
Yeah, they've actually done well in the old toilet breaks. We haven't kept a count, but I think it's only like 2, as opposed to the scary Nuna one, which was about 24.
Justin even broke when Rothall was in the toilet.
Roth, clearly a stayer. He doesn't need no toilet. He refuses to break the seal.
He's built to hold. Justin, you could ask him, that was quick. Did you wash his hands?
No, he didn't. And you know why? Because he's just thought, if I win, I'm happy. If I lose, I get to shake Russ's hands with dirty.
Can Justin get a ball? He's been pretty unfortunate with his breaks all match.
Honestly, I'm going to make the call right now that he breaks
The dish.
Yeah, because he's just played a huge out, and you so often see the other blokes back get broke. Because honestly, that black needed to go in that Roth played, and it didn't. Little things.
Oh, it's a dodgy route. They didn't split well.
Oh, I'm such a crap caller. Look at these yellows, but is there an opener?
Or reds.
Do you like reds?
It depends.
Yeah, actually, I don't mind reds. Just this one on the left. Because these two at the bottom go. One, like, you clear the top one and opens up the other one.
You can use the bottom one as an extraction, but the problem with using an extraction, what's the next ball after it? It depends how easy this pine is on the yellows will dictate whether I take it or not. But there's no obvious balls to extract that yellow, and you're not covering anything by playing in the top right. So if you take yellows, I probably would play a double on that ball.
I think you're right. I think reds.
Can you get into that red now? It is risky though, coming from this angle.
He's doing it. It's a great shot. It's a great shot. And Dave decides that he wants to ruin the headset hardware. Hasn't turned out awesome because he's a bit close to the side cushion, so he requires another good pot to back up his work. And it's
going to have the dead weight this too.
yeah, I was about to say it's an interesting one because he needs to dead weight this and trust the table a little. Can play the one on the right, the lower of the two, but the white ball's going into an area that's not amazing, so you may have to you might play off two and play for the top ball.
I like that.
Played it well.
Sure.
Would be unfortunate to find the in-off here or the jaw.
Oh,
No, look, no, I'm sorry. He deserved the positional that play there. He took it on. He took the bull by the horns.
the pool guys approved.
Yeah. He earlier on he played a big shot to try and get on his last ball and he found the in-off. Remember that? You know, it evens out. You know. Well, it was a good tough pot that he found the angle. I think he deserved the positional shot.
Kind of shots you have to mentally commit to that shot as much as anything.
Needs to stay left side of table here. Needs to stay left side of table. Yeah, it's a great shot.
Beautiful.
That's actually the key shot right there. The rest of it should be straightforward.
You can't place that any better, really.
No, it's an excellent shot.
It's very easy to stun that and then try and hit the middle jaw there, so he's judged that absolutely perfectly.
See where he's lined his cue up there? Very important that he lands high here. He doesn't want to land low because he wants to transition to middle ball. He wants to be nice and straight on it. So he
You're
wants
not taking these bottoms here?
after this shot, I'm taking the left of the two.
Yeah, and then you take the other one as well, right?
No, I don't think I do. So that's perfect.
When you just screw straight back, then take the other red in the left.
No, I think I'd stun. I think I'd stun for the red in the middle, and then stun again, back down, and then you've got the black in the middle.
Okay. The only reason why I don't like it is because you're just doing extra travelling with the white.
If he's straight enough to screw straight back, then yeah, your method's probably better, Dave. You're right. If you can screw straight back, yep, there you go. So your method's better, but probably want to come back another foot, in my opinion. That's why I'm happy to just go high, because even if I go too high, I can transition low without any danger.
Yeah, gotcha.
Whereas if I don't come back far enough, now I'm going high away from where I want to be. I don't like it. So
Can he hold this?
I think he can. I actually think he can hold this really easily now that I've just reassessed. There you go. Yeah. I had when I was crapping on there, when I was going on a monologue of rubbish, I I looked at it and I thought, what am I talking about? This is actually easy to hold.
You're just looking for the 3 rails.
Just being a wanker, basically. But I'm just wondering if this black passes to the left side.
I'm just going to have to screw back.
Good shot.
Sure.
Jeez, I tell you what, the break is killing Justin, isn't it? He's 9 all, and he's probably not had a good run of the balls off the break. He's done everything he can, in a way. Your Hill's looking a chance. And there's just a couple of extra feathers going on from the Roth right now to make sure that everything's right.
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's like, even as much as like the players may know of like, Brandon Clough, ball sliding in and expansive games, when you look at this tournament and you look at all the results in the semi and the final, both semi-finals were heel-heel, and now the final is going heel-heel as well. You can't ask for more than that.
No, you're right. If you want to, and this match has now quickened up as well. The balls are opening up a bit more.
Definitely.
The mistakes have cut down as well. They're punishing one another a bit more.
Yeah, early on in the finals, they may have just been a little bit jittery, not quite flowing yet, but once that nerves settled down, then they've just been flowing a lot more as well.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was that. I just think a couple of chop-ups occurred and they fell in awkward spots, and then the other bloke was forced to react to cover up and stay in the frame.
So here we go.
Things are a bit more open now.
Ladies and gentlemen, final frame.
Big break again.
Has he got one?
He's found a yellow, found a red.
That's the spread. That's spread reasonably well.
Oh, mate, do you commit to the yellow down the rail off 2?
I think I'm taking reds here.
You like reds? What's your opening red? Oh, yeah, the one on the bottom left. Yep. No,
then you
that's
can
good.
take the other left middle, and you can use the red to come back down to
Yep, I've incorrectly assessed. You are correct. Reds are the balls.
I think the ball over the left middle on the near side will probably be his finishing ball.
Really?
I would use that as my finishing.
The one that's closest to the middle?
The way I would go here is I'll go right middle, left middle,
Oh,
top
wow.
right. Then I'll come down the mid-table, surround the blue spot, play the red in the bottom left, play the other one in the bottom left, and then you should have straight gap. Play that down the block.
I already don't like this. I don't want to be on the rail playing this shot.
He's okay here. Just wants to make sure he has just a touch of angle.
So you're happy playing this off the rail in the middle half, just under half ball?
I think it's easier than what you think there, Jamie.
Okay, well, it probably is. I'm not a fan. I'm not 9-all. You just pot it like it wasn't there. That's all good.
I think it's
A bit straight, yeah.
This is the key shot. Can he? I'm not sure. It looks like he's just slightly good on side. Can we get a side-on shot?
Kenny,
Got a look at the
side-on shot, mate.
How straight is he on this?
Hard to even tell from that.
Oh, he looks like he's dead straight. Oh, if he's dead straight, this is okay. I think you can just screw to the side rail and then you can play the red that's in the middle of the table to the opposite corner.
I think he's actually he's slightly off straight. I think he's going to force it out. Yeah, he was. He was slightly off straight. He's overplayed it. But he's got the bottom one now, or the right-hand side one as you look at the screen.
He's got to make sure he can clear the black here.
Yeah, so bottom ball now. He's got decent queuing out. He should be okay. But it's all, you're right, Dave. It's about not being behind the black. Got to clear the black here. Actually, all of this is important now because every shot needs to be transitioned correctly. You can't just land in a spot. You need to be on a decent angle to transition to next ball. So this is the key shot. He's playing this with some left-hand side, I think. Yeah, he's checked it up beautifully. He's checked it up beautifully.
So that's an underrated. I don't think people realise how difficult a shot that was, especially queuing over the rail.
It's a really hard shot.
That would have definitely thrown a considerable amount, especially at Niles.
Especially when he's
shot to take on.
Especially when he's checking it against the throw of the shot. He straightened it up through the gap beautifully.
He just got down and didn't even hesitate.
Well, he's just proven that you can look at the floor and still pop balls. And where the
supersized eyebrows.
Yeah, and where the white ball is right now is exactly where I'd like to play the black.
Oh my God! Please, if he wins this, can you please see how to be instead of like going yeah, just go wrong.
You'll probably hear him go, "You know I could do it.
Get out.
I need to put out."
Dave Rothall, this black for the match.
Yeah, and I made the call that Justin will win this after he made that big out, and then Roth run 2 in a row, hadn't he? Good response.
Dave Rothall. Congratulations, Dave Rothall. Oh no, it's race to 11.
No, it's race to 11, mate. Just relax, just calm down. That's why I wasn't getting. That's what I was saying.
Oh, I thought that was it. We're catching the in-tracks already.
Tell you what, that debuting clap. Will it be a?
Hello?
Break required from Justin here to respond. Kathy Harmon, I think Maddie needs to buy you a new 65-inch screen TV. The audio's no good on it.
Well, Justin's finally got a ball off the break.
And he says, cheers for the Reds, but the black ball is the issue.
What? Wonder.
Can you play the very opening red and get on off the side cushion on the black now?
It is risky though, playing it this way, because the white will be transitioning down the table a little bit.
But if you catch rail first and then black half ball, you're gonna be on the red.
I feel like in this situation you just have one crack at it. If not, settle for a double.
I just moved it forward.
Well, my choice of shot might not have been there.
You might have it now. I think you may just settle for a double. Then. Just tidy up the centre of the table.
Do you want to be playing a double on the black at 9-10 down?
If it's straight, yeah, why not?
Sometimes you don't have a choice, do you?
On a tighter table, yeah. I don't mind you hitting full face to the pocket. Do you have a line to do it now? Ball in the middle?
Apparently, yes. He's playing it.
Does look pretty good.
Oh, he's after it. See, I think he's overpowered that because he got a big arc. But the problem is you're pushing the white down the table.
Okay, right, that black's gone into a bit of a tricky spot at the moment.
This red still goes. And there's no in off.
Can you please get a side-on shot here? Can you please get a side-on shot?
He's absolutely, I love the side-on shot.
I just want to see if that black passes in that corner. I think it does.
It's close.
Right. If you're behind, it's kind of shot. If you're behind it, it's unmissable. But if you have a little bit of angle, it's very missable.
This probably looks like he's going in between yellow and red here. The far side one, not the close side. And I called the wrong one. So we will be staying online for the presentations. I know people tend to just turn it off, but it is good to acknowledge and appreciate it. Not only the people that have won and got runner-up and participated in the tournament, but also the organisers and the people that have sponsored the tournament that make it possible for you guys to watch the stream.
You know what? It's going to have to play this next shot quite well.
Can you go back to the front table? I just want to see what sort of angle he's got on this long ball. Oh, it's a bit straight.
I tell you what, I am wondering if he will consider running right through here and then playing the red in the middle. The line that he was trying to stop on is just a little bit too narrow at this stage to really play for.
Like your choice.
It does look like he has a touch of angle though, so he will be running.
It's hard to force it across though.
Yeah, he's definitely running through.
Yeah, he's playing to run through.
It's
Not enough.
under-hit it,
That's
but-
nowhere near. And you know what? Oh, no, hang on, he's on the other ball.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
that was the one he was originally playing for, but I think he was looking to play for the middle for that one.
Jeez, I don't know. Because he's only hit by a foot if he's playing for the middle.
True.
I think he's actually that perfect. And now Jimmy Dallas, he just can't stop his phone from ringing. Yeah, Dinkum, you would have thought if someone's phone was going to ring, it would have been one of the players that weren't in the tournament at the top end of the business. Come on, Jimmy. Come on,
Oh, doesn't want to be straight. No, he's just
mate. Now, does he stun down from the left middle? Or do you think it goes in his
left or
bottom
right middle. Not stunned for the right middle, would you?
The right middle? How are you doing that?
Isn't he
He's
standing
picking the
inside
gap
that
between
yellow?
these two yellows.
He's already gone through that way anyway to play the black in the bottom right, I think. That's what he's looking at.
Jeez, I don't know, mate. That's a thin angle you're taking there to get to the middle.
Yeah, it'll be off the side cushion. Ooh. He's already hitting on that line anyway, so he might actually overhit there.
He's
Oh,
gone
no,
my
on
way.
your left.
I am so sick of putting chalk marks on my side of the board. run out of them. Come on, Kenny, what are you doing, mate?
Kenny's just clicking buttons for the fun of it.
Kenny is just, he's trigger happy with that mouse, folks.
What a big shot. Got it.
Well,
Great vote.
10 all. And Dave, your prediction of Hill Hill has come true. And, well, and my prediction of Justin when his match is still alive as well.
I gave me up a receiver right now, man.
10 on.
Come on, mate.
And,
I think it's very fitting actually for this match for it to go Hill.
I'm actually wondering if this stream's still coming through, guys, because the actual software is locked up.
Oh no.
Oh no, we're all good. Okay.
Kenny's just like,
Oh, now it's gone replay.
he's just clicking.
I reckon we're going to see the Roth play at least 3 more swerve shots this match.
Kenny the button clicking
He's getting
specialist.
Dave at a discount now.
8 frames ago.
3 days ago.
I think Justin's got a kick. Do you reckon he got a kick there?
Yeah, I think we did.
Come on, mate, can we get back to the game?
Oh, dude, he's got to
Do you want
touch
to have a
him.
look at the replay?
Yeah, replay it. I think if he got...
Oh, he's just, I think he's just flicked across in time there. But now he's decided to bring up pull stat from 3 days ago.
Wow, he's come up dry.
Mate, can we get rid of the games in progress? We can't see the top of the table.
Yeah, we can't see. Apparently, Rothall's 2-0 up on me.
Dan Lynch, you watching this, mate? Come on, you're still the man. There we go. Oh, look at the yellows.
Wow.
Do you like yellows?
Yeah, absolutely. This is coming on absolute truth.
I like left yellow, planned.
And then come down table.
Yep, and leave the other one over the hole for the black.
Jamie? I concur.
You concur. Yeah. No. See, Kenny's just there. Do you want the side on view? He's just dying to click buttons. I think he may have a bit of...
It's like a 5-year-old kid who just discovered Christmas. Opening up all his presents.
Come on, mate.
Sure you were, Kenny. Sure, Kenny.
You finally discovered ice cream. You didn't even know it came in more than one flavour until now. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Too much angle?
Yeah, I like to be straighter.
I don't think it's bad, especially if you can come around the black.
Yeah, if. I think it goes into it.
If you come around the black and if you hit that red full wall, then you're guaranteed to be on that yellow that's in the bottom row.
Actually, I've just had a look at side table view without it actually coming on screen.
Looks okay.
Yeah, I like it to come underneath the black now.
Yeah. Oh, he missed it. Oh, he's missed it. Wow. Can you believe it?
But there you go. This is what I'm talking about. If you get straighter on that, there's not even a thought of that happening.
I understand, but he's also looked to use a natural angle to transition down table. Because he's playing the plant, he wants the ball to stay there. If he gets straight on it, he can't commit to the plant as hard, but leaving that ball there, because he wants to stun down
No,
table.
I disagree, because instead of playing it at pace, you just use more right-hand side and allow the white to just swing off the rail.
True.
Can you go back?
What a great opportunity here for Roth. It's all
Oh,
about
this is massive. He's a big chance.
one good positional shot here. Give himself a nice angle. Got it. That is perfect.
Yeah, that is, well, it's not perfect.
Okay.
No, perfect is down the table just inside the ball line, so it's a natural angle. He actually has to stun this a bit, so it's a skill shot now.
Touch the left hand side, come rail first, drop kick
You
it.
hear what you're just saying?
Yeah, touch the left hand side.
Yeah, so you're playing it as a skill shot. If it was down a little further, it's plain ball. You played it well.
Yeah.
That's perfect, mate. Now it's perfect. But what I'm saying is, if you're slightly lower, there's no... You're taking the skill of your action into account.
What's your plan again?
My plan is to pot out, mate. Okay, now let me map it out for you. So drop this in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The right one in the middle. Play short of the line of the two reds, and then I'm going to chop the left-hand side one in.
Don't like it.
I'm going to stun down the bottom of the table, and I'm playing the other red in there, and then I'm playing a black in the middle, and then I'm starting across. I'm going to run down the table with the black in the opposite middle.
I thought you already popped the black in the middle.
No, the middle, the right middle is in black. So stun this, and don't go down too far. So land on your 45-degree cut.
So you can put it in the middle, but then come out and stay high on the red,
No,
or are you going to
no,
come low?
I'm stunning down
Underneath.
off the side cushion and bottom cushion, and I want to get just on a half ball angle again.
Yep.
Drop it in either a stun shot or side rail shot, depending on the angle you've got, and then you. Oh wow!
Try to get on straight away.
I don't like it.
No, this is okay. Because this was originally going to be my other plan. Is that if you roll through, then you play the other red into the bottom right coin, then you get on the bottom cushion, then you can play that natural angle to come up to the black. The way you were going, you always had to come off 2 rails, and then you were always going to be the wrong side of the red on the bottom right.
I was never going to be the wrong side of the rail. What are you talking about? Have you seen that little black dude where he says, "What are you talking about, Willis?" What's his name? That's what I'm saying to you right
Willis?
now. Is that what he said? What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I have no idea.
That little dude.
Steve Urkel?
No, not Steve. Gee, he's not even black.
Bit short there. You really wanted to be high on that shot, so you just slow down.
I know, but I think what we're sort of getting at here is my option is better.
Can he pot the red without disturbing the yellow?
Yeah, I think he can, but the problem is swinging the white ball around.
I think he's okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. He's going to be coming through the line of the shot.
You know what he might do here? He might actually play right through this offside cushion with a touch of right hand side to take the white ball, because he doesn't care how low he gets on the bottom rail.
Well, if he can miss the yellow, couldn't he play with a touch of
So
left
look
hand
at him
side?
lining up. He's doing what I said. He's doing what I said. He's going, wow, what the
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm actually filthy with
It's
this match now.
disgraceful. Oh my gosh, I hate this 2021. It's an absolute joke.
It's
You're playing your 10-all in the final. And all you people that advocate 2020. My goodness.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're sitting here discussing shot options, right? If you're talking about games not quick enough, and you don't feel that the guys are calling the shots are providing the entertainment required to keep you busy in between the shot while they're composing themselves, I don't know what more we can do. If that's the way you want a match to end, because you took more than 40 seconds, but probably less than 60 seconds to play a shot, well, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Wow.
I mean, well done, Justin. He's about to win a tournament, but do you think he's going to feel good about winning it this way?
That's probably okay to be honest.
He's played within the rules.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's not his fault. No problem there whatsoever. He's still a worthy champion, but it just...
I don't know one top line player that actually enjoys playing 2020 at all.
Well, depends what you classify as a top line player at the moment.
Sure.
Second position.
Wow.
Well, it's a good match, folks, and
It was an absolute cracking final, guys. Kind of disappointing that it finishes in that way.
yeah, it's really upsetting.
It's definitely left a bit of taste in your mouth. Yeah, the match certainly. There's going to be a presentation, guys. So stay
It didn't even
tuned.
feel like 40 seconds to me.
It didn't. That
I mean,
felt.
we were talking about options and that, and we were, I guess, disagreeing on the route, but
That really felt like it was. I felt like they took longer than other visits. Really.
Yeah.
That seemed like a very, very quick call, but the umpire was there.
Anyway, guys, match is done. Justin Sage has won 11-10, fourth time in a row.
Wow.
Stick around, presentations are about to occur. Look at the smile on Justin's face. He's buzzing that he's won 4 in a row.
Yeah, I think he knows how fortunate he was.
Oh, he knows he's very lucky to have got a time foul on 2 shots there. And well, Roth's is going to probably tear the steering wheel off on the way home if he has to drive.
No, we're just gonna have a few bevies, I think.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to take these microphones off. I'm going to shake both players' hands because they both deserve a handshake and a congratulations for being in the final. It was a tough tournament, it was tough conditions, and it was a great match. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next year.
Bye.
Is that alright?
You're on the square.
You want that one as well? Drop that one?
I'll wait till this time.
Turn the audio up, Paddy, just 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm really using that one.
This is a guy that I fall asleep on the pieces of shit. Where are we going? I'm going to go to Western. No, just Exmoor's coming back. What do you want me to do?
Justin, right?
Alright guys, I'll try to keep this reasonably short and sweet. Dragged out a bit tonight. But Josh wants to say a few words to start off with.
Get to talk now, mate. Yeah. Just a big thanks to obviously everyone for that. We obviously started this comp a few years ago. Congrats to Justin for the 4P. He's been here from the start, and obviously commiserations to Dave. People might not realise that talking to Dave earlier reminded me of something back in at the Nationals in Perth in 2013. There's a bit of conjecture. They played a doubles as the precursor to the Nationals, and Bazza and Dave played together. So Baz obviously knew Dave from that, and obviously we've known Justin for about over 10 years now, from our first Nationals back in Launceston in 2011. So, just big thanks to everyone who's come. this can go on a long time ahead with his name. But I appreciate everyone for coming.
Thanks, Josh. Couldn't imagine how hard that would be to get up and say something tonight, mate. So I think this tournament's been a great tribute to Baz. It's great to see Josh here. Lucy, Barry's wife, was here last night, so that was great to see as well. I know it's been a tough year for me, mate. I know it's been a tough weekend for you as well. Very emotional. And, a lot of courage to come up and say something, mate. So well done. Well done. So I've obviously got a fair few thank yous for the event. So I'll get through this as quick as I can. First of all, I'd like to thank the sponsors for the event. ACT Optical, Sajich. He's a massive supporter of ABLE in Canberra. He has been for a long time, and he's a major sponsor for I think the third, or if not every year, of the King's Cup. So thanks to Sajich. Well done, mate. There were 6 minor sponsors for the event. I'll just run through them. Diamond Brickwork, Mal McNeil, JBA Qs, which is James Alexander, which is a relatively new queue maker. He's made a lot of queues for the guys in Canberra, and yeah, I think he makes a great queue. Capital Playing Cards, Graham O'Connell. Eagle Eye Cleaning and Gardening, Glenn O'Connell. Glenn Thompson, sorry. Glenn's a new sponsor this year. Logic Consulting, Brent Noble, another new sponsor for this year. Sunday Soccer League, which is Danny Marlowe, a soccer league he runs. Great to see his support, another new sponsor for this year. Big thanks to Jeremy and Belinda Maguire for donating the trophies, all the way from Tasmania. Jeremy normally comes down to the event. I wasn't able to make it this year, but it's still fantastic to see someone that gets really no benefit by supporting this tournament all the way from Tassie. So thanks to Jeremy and Belinda. Also, Craig McMillan, Art to Kingdom. He's designed the King's Cup shirts, the flyer, the promotional flyer for the event. So yeah, it's great to see Craig's creative side helping out with the event. So thanks to Craig. Also the Harmony German Club and the staff, you've been fantastic all weekend. Thanks, Craig. We've put up with our stuff all weekend, especially on Friday night where a few of us got on it. Jake.
What is he doing? You lock that door. What about Della? I was worse than you too.
Also to On Cue, Mongrel, for providing us setting up all the tables. Poolstat, Greg Johncock. Obviously Poolstat's a quite widely used pool management system now. He helped out with the live scores, or the page that was flashing up on that screen over there during the tournament. He put that together for me, and yeah, I'm a big advocate of Poolstat. I think it's fantastic what he does. Now, a really, really big thank you to Cue Ball TV and Kenny Nickel. Woo! Kenny's got on board with obviously Dan Lynch, and what you've done.
We just thanked you, Kenny.
Yeah, no, I'm 20 seconds
I think
behind.
what you've done, especially for ABLE in Canberra, so not everyone will probably know, but Kenny's put a lot of resources, a lot of financial resources out of his own pocket to get this stream, all these cameras, all this equipment, so people that aren't here can actually watch what's going on. So I encourage anyone that's watching at home to donate. Kenny's got a GoFundMe link, I think, on his page. So support Kenny. He's put a lot out of his own pocket, and it's great to see him join up with Dan Lynch and Cueball TV to produce great streaming. The stream was great and the quality is great, so thanks, Kenny. And thanks to all the people that have commentated, especially Jamie. I really enjoy your commentary, mate, so thanks for coming down this weekend. So, so I'll get through it, guys, so I won't drag on too much longer. Just a few other thank yous to Phil Morton for not only outlining the final, and he also ran the Saturday night knockout comp, so thanks to Phil. Oh, sorry, mate.
Thanks, Phil.
To my lovely wife, Kathy, and Teresa Skipper, they helped out over the weekend, especially yesterday a little bit while I was playing, even though I only played one match. So I didn't have to look after them for too long. But also to Kathy, obviously, for it takes a lot of time to put something like this together, so yeah, my time away from home, so I appreciate their support. All the interstate players, there was players from Victoria, South Australia and New South Wales this year, so it's good to see the calibre of players that came to this comp. It's fantastic to see, so thanks to all you guys that have travelled to this tournament, so thank you. And obviously, the majority of the numbers are made up by local players. So this tournament started, I think, 4 years ago now. I think it was the first one. We started with about 30 players, did that, and about $2,000 prize money. So this year we had 98 players and nearly $9,500 prize money. So thanks, Matt Harmon. That's not possible without the support of the sponsors, especially local players and the wider community and the interstate players. It's fantastic to see. I can see this comp getting really, really big. I'm going to talk to whoever runs Potters tournament. This is in Victoria this weekend. Thank you, mate. I'm going to have a chat. Yeah, I heard you play, mate. So, yeah, we want to avoid clashes. So, it's a very busy schedule, the pool calendar. So, if I can avoid the Potters comp next year, I definitely will try to. I'll have a chat to who runs it? Barry Wakefield. I'll have a chat to him and see if we can work something out. Because the more players here, the better. So, so now I'll get on to the presentation part of things, which I'd like to ask Josh to come up and present the trophies and the prize money. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate the runner-up from South Australia, David Rothall. Go on, give us one more.
Silver,
I want a multi. I want a multi one.
I
just want to congratulate Justin for winning the tournament. Probably been the man to beat for several years. So yeah, just to get to 10 all, I was ecstatic with the result. For the last kind of several weeks, I've been playing completely awful. So and I wanted to use this tournament just for match hardness really, because it's been woeful. So I'm ecstatic with the result. Huge thanks to James and Dave for helping me out with that. And yeah, massive thanks to you, man. The tournament's gone pretty much seamlessly. love to come back and support this tournament because Barry King is a great person. So I'd love to come back. Thanks everyone.
Good luck to Dave and debuting and the rest of the Australian team who are heading off to the world titles, I think, in less than 2 weeks. So good luck to those guys. And and to our winner for the 4th time, all the way from New South Wales. Is that all? Justin Sajich.
I know what Josh is like.
How'd I go, Carly?
Huh?
How'd I go?
Yeah, you're alright.
Firstly, commiserations to Roth. To be honest, the way I was feeling out now, I was happy to get to 10 as well at that stage. I felt like I was playing catch up the whole match and to just try and keep it close and get a chance in the final frame, which I ended up giving you the chance back, and unfortunately with that time foul, and I've actually done it myself in the final frame as well, so it's never a great feeling, so I'm like you Ross. And all the best for the Worlds. I'm sure you do well over there, and yeah, as you said, it's a great tournament leading up to the Worlds, and I wish you all the best over there in the Aussie team. Yeah, I've seen this tournament from when it first started. I think at the where did it start? The Fishwick Tavern on the coin-up tables, and probably about 30 to 40 runners, and then to see it grow like this, it's been unbelievable. The venue, the German club, has been awesome for Paul, ACT, and the tables mumble. Thanks for putting in the tables. Great brushing, ironing. It's been awesome to play on. It's quite cold down here, and it's tough at times, but yeah, that's the way the standard sort of went the whole day. There was a few long matches, and I was just lucky enough to get through a few or 3 heels in a row. I was very fortunate. To all the sponsors, as Matt said, we can't run these tournaments without sponsors, and to Josh and Barry, great friends, and this tournament's just getting bigger and better, and I thank Josh and all the boys for running it, and hope to see you all next year.
I think that's basically it from the presentation side of things. I just wanted to finish, which we've touched on already. This is a massive tribute to Bazza. It's been a hard year for the active community, and I think we've done him proud, and I hope to see this comp get bigger and bigger. And I'm happy to be involved for a long time and keep this tournament at Bazza Parade going hard and strong for many years to come. So thanks all for coming.
Just get everyone in for a photo. Whoever's left. Everyone from every state, whoever it is.
Guys, real quick, while the camera's still running, I want to give a real quick plug. Selfish plug. There's a massive money match tournament happening on the 8th of September at Rackham up in Melbourne. Now the reason I'm mentioning this here is we've got a number of blokes in the room that are going to be playing that. Jake and James sit next to each other right now. They're a little bit too cosy for my liking. They're going to be playing a big match. Now the whole point of these matches, it's not about 2 blokes playing each other for a couple of $1,000s. The whole point is to get the public involved, and whoever is backs one of these guys, and we build a big pot. So we're trying to get $40,000, $50,000 pots. So when someone's playing a money match, you see a $50,000 pot on the screen, it's far more attractive to the public. A lot of people, I know in Victoria, think ACT is just tucked away in a little pocket there and don't really mean that much. Well, that's fucking shit, because you guys got a lot of talent here, and I know Kenny Nichols put his hand up to play a match, I'm hoping that he will play against Mick Reed in Melbourne. So I'm hoping that you guys in ACT will get behind him and back him and put some dollars on him and build a pot to at least say, let's say 15,000, 20,000, so they're playing for a decent figure. And they'll be playing on the Friday night, and they'll join another 4 other matches happen over that weekend. And I'm hoping that the total prize pool for all 5 of those matches exceeds $100,000, which is quite a substantial amount of money when you think about it. So if you guys, as one state, territory, whatever you want to call yourselves, get behind that, and obviously I'll be encouraging other states to do that. That'll be fantastic. So yeah, cheers guys.
Basil wouldn't have had this any other way. He just wants the sport to get bigger and better, and that's what they're doing. So massive effort to Jamie and obviously everyone involved in that. So
Thanks, Matty.
Miranda, do you want to take that photo? I need a camera. I haven't got a phone anymore.
I'll be taking happy snaps.
Everyone get in. Muggy, Dave, everyone. Thomas, get up. I don't care who it is. Let's get Paul in this photo.
You're going to get great voices. You're not going to want to stand up there for that.
Everyone, boys.
I'm camera.
Phil,
Yes, it is.
Jamie, no photo bomb.
Yes, good work.
This is a fucking photo room.
Jamie, I want a serious one.
Good. So
Kenny, get in too.
Kenny, get in here.
Kenny,
Kenny, get in here. Kenny.
Sorry, guys.
Kenny. I didn't name it, sorry.
It's cold.
I don't know what my face looks like.
Can I have a less than serious one, please? That's too serious. Funny faces.
Smile.
Don't smile.
Two bags. Two
There
bags.
you go, that's enough.
Thanks for
Matty?
Oh yeah, well, on the table.
Matty? Matt?